Everybody, the greatest thing ever has finally happened. Tifa is a Disney princess.
Yes, I am. Officially recognized Disney princess since yesterday.
It was a magical moment and I wish I would have gotten a good picture of it.
But before we go into that, Matanard, long time no see. How you doing? Congratulations on being first. Psycho, congratulations on being second.
Dark Lord, congratulations on being here, even though you don't have your headphones with you. Congratulations everybody on being here. We made it through another week. It is Sunday. Welcome in everybody. How are you all doing? Now, why are you a Disney princess?
Yesterday we went to a park for a walk. And I was like, walking, whatever. We went, and I was just like, doop, walking through the park, singing my song, going
Can
through
confirm
the motions.
Tifa was bouncing and singing.
And I had my hand outstretched at some point, and I kid you not, a blue tit, and I'm talking about the bird, landed on my hand. It landed on me, certified Disney princess moment, and I couldn't have been happier. And Jack was walking in front of me, and I'm like, Jack!
Jack has a bird of me!
And it flew off. And I'm like, no, there was a bird on me. And I had like my hand like this, and I'm like, it was there. And it came back.
Yeah.
It came back. And on my hand.
Who told her to do the reaching out the hand thing again towards the blue tit, which is a bird? And just wait a moment and wait for the bird to come and land on her, and it
came back
and
3 times.
And it even bit her once.
Twice.
I
was like, that's no food.
I mean, not bit as in painfully, but it was checking if it could eat Tifa's hand.
It's a blue tit. How hard can it bite?
Yeah.
But still, it landed on me 3 times, and it was the most awesome thing ever.
I want to say that is pretty awesome, but we have another Disney moment apparently, because Motonada is doing good, not staying for too long because I'm not caught up on Higurashi, fair, but wanted to pop in and share that Groundhog and Motonada got engaged on Friday.
That is awesome!
Congratulations! Tifa, congratulations on Motonada and Groundhog's engagement.
I am super happy for the two of you.
Mazel
that is
tov.
Awesome.
All the things you say. Congratulations. Herzlichen Glückwunsch. That's German.
Gefeliciteerd.
That's Dutch. And I'm drawing a blank at this moment.
Feliz Navidad? Oh no.
I think that's Happy New Year.
I think that's Merry Christmas.
I don't know.
Isn't that a Christmas song? Maybe you're like Feliz
Donde
Navidad.
está la Motonada and Groundhog? I don't speak Spanish. Sorry. That's awesome.
I am super happy for you two.
Quick
How
question.
did it happen?
Quicker question. Answer whichever one you want first, of course. Or don't. That's up to you. Are you gonna do it like Tifa and I, where we have now been engaged for 3 years? And we'll probably at some point still marry, but we're both really lazy. Or is it an engagement with a clear intent? So in 6 months we're gonna marry, we're gonna have our honeymoon there, we're gonna do this for the honeymoon, this is where we're gonna do the wedding, these are the people we invite. Is it like with like the whole chest already like done? Like, do you know what I mean? I'm really bad at these things, that's why we still haven't been married. Nice little homemade picnic and proposed that. That is really nice.
That is super sweet. Yeah. I am extremely happy for you guys.
Yes. We need wedding pictures. If you're willing to share them, I would love to see that when it happens, eventually.
I was gonna say, the wedding isn't even there yet.
Eventually. Just saying. When's the wedding and why aren't we invited? Dark Lord, it's only just happened. Give them a moment to send out the invites. Aiming for 2 years max. Okay, definitely neither is planning a wedding right now. Perfectly fair. There is nothing wrong with that. I appreciate that.
That is also when... I forgot which year Groundhog is in. Groundhog still had 1 or 2 more years of school to go to, no?
I remember talking about this with Groundhog back when we played the Danganronpa games. And I think she said it should take 3 years. but I don't know how much time has passed since then. I mean, I could look it up, but then again, also life sometimes happens and stuff takes longer, you know.
Yeah, but it makes sense because I'm assuming it's around 2 years. That makes sense to also wait for that, less stress.
Yeah, definitely. Fair enough. Still, my about 12 years or so of long-term engagement with Lady Noah. Dark Lord, congratulations. That's nice. That's pretty impressive.
Do you have any plans to end your long-term engagement? Because I have a feeling you're a bit like us.
You need to rephrase that. Do you have any plans to finish your long-term engagement by culminating it into a wedding?
Well, that's clear, isn't it?
Ending your engagement is what you said. That can be taken a different way.
I think the direction in where I was going was clear.
You had the energy, but not the words.
No. Oh, fair enough.
Just saying. Yeah, about 2 years left. Hers is a 5-year program. It was 5 years. I thought it was 3.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 more years. So it was 3 years now. That's what I was thinking. I believe we did Danganronpa in 2022.
I don't remember. Time is a made-up concept in my head.
I realized under the shower earlier today that the years go by me now in terms of visual novels and story-heavy games that left a mark on me.
Well, we've done some pretty heavy and long ones.
Yeah, first we've done Danganronpa, then we've done Zero Escape, then we did Omori, and now we're on Higurashi.
Yeah. I don't think I would do...
So I've been here for about 4 years.
Another one...
It's been 5, so I'm close.
As long as Higurashi again on stream? Because we were at first thinking...
Ace Attorney.
Well, Ace Attorney is kind of different. You can just do it by the chapter.
So you can do the same thing with Higurashi, we just don't.
Yeah, but with Ace Attorney, the chapter or the thingy is then closed.
No.
It kind of is.
No.
And Ace Attorney
also
does
has
not
arcs.
take 1.5 years.
Do you remember chapter 5 of Ace Attorney 1 that felt like a year?
That felt like a lifetime. But in the end, it wasn't.
Just saying. I remember being there.
Omori mentioned. Omori also wasn't as long.
That's true. That's why I didn't say games we spent a shit ton of time playing, which is not a negative way of phrasing it. I just want to draw your attention to the amount of time we've spent on it. That's why I specifically put it as games that left me with an impression, that had an impact on me.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Because Omori was pretty... yeah.
Oh, to still go into that, there are pictures of the blue tits, and I will post one later. It might not be the blue tits you were asking for, but I will post one on Discord.
Hey, yeah, true. Psycho, if you want to see blue tits, I recommend Star Wars. Twi'leks are often blue. This did also come up in conversation. Okay, I am so honored and blessed. We weren't sure if the Higurashi series had beaten your Danganronpa record. For how long will the X take to beat this? No, it's not done yet. I can double check.
Yeah, but already by far.
No, not necessarily.
What?
1 second. Playlists Danganronpa. The thing with Danganronpa is that it's a multimedia franchise, because Danganronpa 1, 2, Ultra Despair Girls, and the 3 other games we played on stream, but we also watched Danganronpa 3, which is technically the sequel to 2, because it's not
it's
V3.
about what we did on stream.
Fair enough. So in terms of streams, there were 117 for the 4 Danganronpa games, and for Higurashi we are now on... 1 sec. YouTube's loading, because I don't remember these details. Today is stream 108. So
oh wait,
still Danganronpa is technically leading. By the time we're done with chapter 7 and eventually chapter 8, I think it will be barely longer. Also,
we did not spend that long on
yes,
Danganronpa.
we did. Also,
For real?
you need to keep in mind, and reminder for everybody, that there were a couple of times during the first Danganronpa, I think, where I started the stream with, we're gonna finish chapter 4 tonight. And once that ended in an almost 11-hour stream. We haven't done any of these since. So I wanna say, I need to look at the runtime after all is said and done, but I think Higurashi will be as long, maybe a little bit longer than all of Danganronpa combined. There you go.
Shocking.
Yes. Both is good. You can look at whatever blue tits you want, Psycho. I won't judge. So when is 100 line Last Defense Academy? I still need to buy that.
100 line took longer than Persona 3,
4, 5 Royal. Not just 5, 5 Royal. 5 Royal is longer than 5.
Okay.
Damn. But did you enjoy it, Mortanard? Or did you force yourself to keep playing for the sunk cost fallacy? The whole, well, I've already seen 50 of the endings, there's like 100 something left, right? Absolutely loved it, okay.
But 100 line is also a visual novel, right?
Mm-mm.
No?
It's kind of Danganronpa-ish. It is a visual novel story interspersed with different gameplay, if I remember it correctly. Because I haven't watched any of it. I've seen 20 seconds of a trailer when it was announced. I saw it's basically the designs and stuff of Danganronpa, and then I stopped watching. I don't want to know anything about it other than people liked it, people didn't like it. That's all I need. I will play it eventually, and that is something I absolutely avoid spoilers for.
Fair enough.
Just saying.
So far, none of the visual novels we have played though were able to beat Danganronpa. Sorry, Danganronpa.
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 Play V3 if you want to know why we're saying it like this. 108 Higurashi streams so far? Yes, today is 108. I had to quickly check how many we had uploaded to YouTube because they're all on there. And the last one on YouTube is 107, so this right now is 108. Unless I made an oopsie daisy and I lied to you. But not on purpose. Danganronpa is your favorite in what quantity? Or by what metric?
In everything, really. Story-wise?
Which
Topic?
Danganronpa? The whole series or one specific game?
1 and 2 the most, but the franchise in general. Character-wise, story-wise, topic-wise, gameplay-wise, that all just worked out better for me. I also liked the bit where it's not just like, instead of like with Higurashi now, it's not 100% just visual novel.
Yeah.
There is also some gameplay in it to break it up, which I really enjoyed.
Yeah,
That is a bit more for me. And I also enjoyed the topics and stuff a bit more. Higurashi is still great.
Fair enough.
It's still good. But Danganronpa is definitely on top of the list still.
I think Danganronpa as a whole also takes top spot for me. Maybe it's also because I'm somewhat biased because we kind of started with those. Does that make sense? They were really like the first type of this kind of game that I've ever played, and I remember starting Danganronpa with you and me basically complaining about every single character when they showed up. But by the end I loved it. I was so invested in it. And I really enjoyed all of it basically. I also really liked 999. Virtue's Last Reward was...
999 was really good. I enjoyed that mix there too. Virtue's Last Reward, it started going down.
999 was running. Virtue's Last Reward was skipping a step every now and then Zero Time Dilemma happened, and yeah, we don't talk about that one. Higurashi has a really good story. I like the writing. Otherwise I wouldn't still be here on 108 parts later, of course. But I do like it when stuff breaks it up. I'm with Tifa on that one.
Higurashi took a while to warm up to for me because it was too slow in the beginning. And with Danganronpa, I didn't have that feeling. Got in straight away. At times,
they are very fast to start.
Yeah.
There's something very early on where you go, okay, all right, we don't just read. It's not just we're gonna set. No, stuff's happening.
Yeah. And at times Higurashi feels too long, like they are prolonging a moment instead of just like getting on with it. And instead for 10 minutes we stay stuck on this one little thing. Like, it's fine, we get it now, it's move on.
Talking is a free action, Tifa.
Yeah, there's a lot of free actions in Higurashi, that's the downside of it.
It's a story, it's a novel, it's a sound novel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talking about those like visual novel-ish games that also have like different types of gameplay interspersed into them. I think I like Ace Attorney. I gotta say it like this because I liked Ace Attorney 1. We've only played once so far on stream. I liked cases 1, 2, 3, and 4. I liked those. And then 5 happened.
Yeah, but at 5 we got stuck a lot. At the stupidest things.
Which is fine, but when chapter 5 happened, I was thinking, or case 5, I was like 1, 2, 3, 4 seemed like it, like 1 was the tutorial. So this is what the game is about. When 2 came, it got a bit more elaborate. 3, 4 just kept increasing, making it more complex. And when 5 happened, it was like, so you've done 5 tutorial stages now. Here's the open world, go fuck yourself. And then we kept getting stuck. I would have liked it still a bit more railroaded. So I do want to play Ace Attorney 2 at some point, but it's like...
Yeah, I'm good with continuing Ace Attorney.
At some point.
Umineko probably won't do on stream, but we'll check offline. Also, Yaya, how are you doing? Cheers.
Welcome in. It is indeed Higurashi time one.
I prefer some shorter games in between. Yeah, same. I would still play some story-heavy games. I mean, most games have some story in it, which is perfectly fine. Yeah, but Shenmue 3, if Shenmue still has gameplay in between.
Spoilers for Shenmue 3? You've been warned. It's not story-heavy. Spoilers over.
I do still have a semi-visual novel on the list, which we are going to play on stream, which is Rip 9.
That's not semi-visual novel, I think.
I bought it and we're streaming it.
We still have it shrink wrapped in the living room. It's just waiting to be played.
No, I unwrapped it. I put it in the game cases.
Isn't it about dating guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Alright, fine.
But it still has a really good story behind it, apparently, which is a bit darker as well.
Alright.
I'm willing to even wait until Valentine to start that.
That's gonna... Okay, so we're gonna do one stream of a game every Valentine's Day.
No, but
it's gonna take like 25 years.
To like kick it off.
Okay. Maybe.
But like full on... Amnesia. But like full on focus
Amnesia?
On the visual novel... On visual novels, no, unless there's a bigger breaks in it.
Welcome in, Mame. Thank you for Marisa. Love. Stinky? What?
No,
I showered before.
He smells alright.
As I usually do.
AA 1 to 5. AA, that's
Ace Attorney.
Ace Attorney.
Game 1, episode case 5.
Fair enough. Well, Ace Attorney is still.
Are you gonna read the rest of a comment, or are you just gonna?
Oh yeah. It's also a very
Tifa used her inside voice.
I for one loved it, but I also played the first 3 games before playing 1 to 5 since it was added to the DS re-release.
Not 1 to 5, 1 5.
Oh, 1 5.
The dash is silent.
Also good. Well,
yeah,
we would
fair.
still continue with Ace Attorney.
Eventually.
So it's still on the list.
So Amnesia is a colorful visual novel about being a heroine that has several options. Alright. Oh! We're douchebags. You know what game is also kind of a visual novel that we played that was really good?
What?
Slay the Princess.
Slay the Princess, also a visual novel. The KFC one.
The KFC dating
Colonel.
game was also way better than it had any right to be.
Yeah, but those are like very short. I'm not really counting that.
Relatively short.
No.
Yeah.
If it's like 1 to 2 streams, it doesn't really matter.
Anything is short compared to how we get through Higurashi. You can probably learn a trade or go to university or college and get a degree by the time we're done with this.
Yeah, but I mean, they don't have that high of an impact. Like with Higurashi, Danganronpa, we spent like a year streaming it.
Higurashi 1.5.
Basically. Well, we also had a long part where we did like two streams.
That's true. Heartful boyfriend when? Asking the real questions.
We did do 2 streams.
Cool!
But we still have more routes to go. Heartful boyfriend, I also wouldn't mind going back to.
If we do Heartful boyfriend, we start over because it's been too long.
But it doesn't matter, we just need to get
Shut
on the different
fuck
routes.
up. Heartful Boyfriend is a game that if you actually go through it deserves to be in the spotlight.
No, we're not fully gonna start over with that.
Yes,
no.
we would.
Just make sure
100%.
No.
Also because I don't have a save file anymore.
Well, in that case we don't have that much choice. But still I would try to at least get to the other rounds. Because we already did like 4 or even 6 or so.
I think we did 2.
No,
sorry, we did 1 and
several.
started another. But I don't remember because it's been too long. Ace Attorney? At some point.
We definitely did several.
Just bought a guitar yesterday. Will I be able to learn the guitar before my favorite letter is X on Twitch? We'll finish Higurashi when they cry. Place your bets now.
Hey, we are at least going to finish this year. There is no way the next chapter.
There's still November in between. Now she's thinking.
That's a month off.
Yeah.
We also have 2 weeks vacation.
4 weeks.
In December.
Plus Christmas. I think we're gonna finish chapter 8 this year.
Okay, well, I'm not 100% sure.
Keiichi Maebara is way too long too. Isn't that also a franchise? Because I don't know what it's about, but I know the name. And I think there's multiple games. Actually, I think I saw a news thingy come by not too long ago that one of the Tokimeki Memorial games is getting a remaster or something like that. Could that be true? Have you played Doki Doki Literature Club? I had the whole game spoiled for me and Tifa has played it.
I have indeed.
Yeah. In hindsight, it's a game I think I would have loved to stream. For reasons that I cannot explain because massive spoilers. But I know already. So.
Well, one thing I would like to start doing after we finish Higurashi is also go through the recommended games list.
We actually have bought some of them.
We have gotten some of the games in the meantime.
It's true.
So they are on the list to play.
Yeah.
Well, the list to play has gotten quite long actually.
Nigh on infinite.
I don't think we're running out of games in the next couple years.
But you're also getting some shorter games when Tifa is off on her own for a bit in 2 weeks. Just saying. Because when it's solo stream. And then I have like 4, I think. Stream Tifa playing Frog Fractions or try reading Beaglesaurus. First of all, thank you for the 30 stream streak, Dark Lord.
Cheers.
Nice. Appreciate it. Frog Fractions? That sounds like a game about breaking frogs.
That looks cute.
It looks adorable. What am I looking at? Originally a 2012 browser game. Okay.
That does not look familiar.
It looks a bit like Peggle. But I could be wrong. I haven't seen any videos. Alright. I'll keep that open for later. At this point, is anything Doki Doki Literature Club related still a spoiler anymore?
I think most people know.
I think yes, because there's still people that haven't played it. And because the stuff to spoil is pretty big, I would still avoid it. Yeah.
Before you continue, Matanart, once again, congratulations. Say or give our best to Matanart. Give our best to Matanart.
Please say hi to Matanart from us. Also, maybe Groundhog. Cheers
maybe
to your engagement once again.
Cheers to you. Say hi to Groundhog from us, and maybe see you soon again.
And I thought I'm bad at these things.
I wanted to quickly say bye.
And instead, you didn't quickly say bye, but made it very confusing.
Matanart knows what I'm saying.
That's true. We all know what you're saying because we've studied you.
Exactly, except for you.
No, I understand. It's just I do like it best when you speak in a way that mortals can comprehend.
Feliz Navidad to you too. That is Merry Christmas, right?
Feliz Navidad is...
And I think the D is even silent.
No, Tifa, we've had this before. It's Navidad, not Navidad. What does Feliz Navidad mean? Merry Christmas.
Oh, see, I was right.
I did not look at any AI stuff on Google Chrome. I scrolled all the way down. Because that's what you do.
Now we know for certain.
It's Merry Christmas. And please, anybody that speaks Spanish could remind her that it's Navidad. Because, like last year, she was trying to gaslight everybody into thinking it's Navidad. You know, like Wingardium Leviosa.
You didn't even know the meaning.
I did.
No, you didn't.
It's a Christmas song, Tifa. Everybody knows that.
Don't make me go back to 20 minutes ago.
Why would you do that? Even the song says it's, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart.
From the bottom of my heart.
Feliz Navidad. Do, 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 do.
You know what else comes from the heart? It's Jack's recaps. Because he knows what happened last. And we aren't gonna let Jack do it. Because Tifa doesn't remember.
That is absolutely amazing. And I wish I would have come up with those lyrics. So, to make up for it, I will say, hey Tifa, what has happened the last time we played Higurashi When They Cried Chapter 7, Minagoroshi? And you have to perform the recap in song.
Well, the last time
yes.
we played Higurashi. Yeah, I'm on beat.
Oh, sorry. I wouldn't know.
You gotta imagine the music behind it. Well, now
Haven't we been over how bad I am at music?
Yeah, I know. Like, you are very off-key.
I'm not trying to be this bad. It's a baked-in feature for me. My nose is itchy. But go on. So, last time?
The last time we played Higurashi, Rika has tried to warn Takano and Tomitake about their incoming deaths and has told them once more what is about to happen to them and told them to please be careful.
I'll take over, thank you. Beautiful. Wonderful. I feel like Gordon Ramsay for a second. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Anyway, let me finish
short
this
version.
Rika explains to Tomitake and Takano that they're gonna die in horrible ways if they're not careful. Tomitake is going to claw his own throat out, dying in the process, and Takano will be found burned to death in a barrel somewhere in the mountains. Tomitake and Takano brush that off as it's one of her delusions. She probably should get checked out or something. Eventually, after a lot of, oh no, we should spend some more time together, the two adults do split up from the group. The kids do a lot of reference to them probably wanting some sexy time, which isn't wrong actually. Tomitake and Takano go back to the area clinic because Tomitake also needed to still pick up some documents. When suddenly Takano gets incredibly flirty. She goes on the offense with her sexy charms, throwing herself at him until she tells Tomitake that, hey, you love me, right? Because I love you. and you'd do anything for me, right? That's what you said at least last time we were in bed.
A little bit faster.
Let's take over the world together. That's it. Let's destroy the world together, take over the world, something, oyashiro-sama, conspiracy. Effectively, Takano and the Mountain Dogs are starting, what's it called? Project Eclipse? Operation Eclipse? No, Operation Doomsday, sorry, something ominous. Operation Doomsday, which...
It was from Fairy Tale.
Yeah, something ominous sounding.
It's like, wait, where did we hear that?
So, Tomitake gets wrestled to the ground by one of the Mountain Dogs and injected with some super version of something triggering Hinamizawa syndrome, because that's a real thing, and he hasn't actually been immunized through a vaccine because Takano administered the vaccine, it wasn't a vaccine. He gets injected, gets knocked out, gets put in the trunk. Takano drives off because Rika also told Ooishi about what is likely going to happen. Takano drives past a police cruiser where she normally, in the other worlds, has dumped Tomitake.
Or where Tomitake usually dies and is found.
Drives onwards, dumps him there, drives off into the mountains and disappears. Where she goes to like a mobile command center of the Mountain Dogs, where they tell her, yeah, we found a body double for you. She's already dead. We're doing the plan thing. Takano asks, okay, so how did I die? How did my fake decoy die? Burnt in the mountains in an oil drum.
Turns out though, unfortunately, the plan was to pick a body double that died the same day.
Yeah.
But they picked one that had already died one day before.
But this is actually perfect, because the messenger of Oyashiro-sama being dead for 24 hours and still being there at Watanagashi is just amazing. She went full nuts.
So they're now gonna just aim for the autopsy reports being
Updated.
wrong. No, as in the sense that it will say they were already dead one day,
I
but
made an
they...
Ace Attorney reference.
Okay.
It was a joke.
Yeah, but they will assume that that's just a mistake and put that away. Takano finds it hilarious.
Yeah.
So the
She
next
laughs a
day, they are found. Rika learns that Tomitake and Takano have indeed died. Ooishi has come to the school to tell her about everything and the suspicions they have.
Except they are not at the school of the shrine, but...
They probably walked there, I don't know.
Yeah.
I
They
don't
did
know
a
why, it doesn't matter.
walkie-talkie.
Rika starts suspecting that Takano is actually, or Ooishi first puts in the seeds of doubt by saying he believes Takano is behind.
She's a nurse,
it
she
all.
would have access to miracle drugs and dental records, right? So,
Basically.
just saying.
Then Rika starts also believing that Takano might be behind it, even though she doesn't get it on the
Why would she do this?
Because they also know each other so well, and she would never do this, but there is this seed of doubt, especially when she goes to the clinic where Irie and the head of the Mountain Dogs are, and the Mountain Dog guy is not too happy when Rika speaks out of what if Takano is still alive and is actually the one that murdered Tomitake. And they're trying to put the death of Tomitake on Irie, by the way.
Yeah, the officials are trying, believe that Irie is behind all of this because his budget has been cut. So of course, if your budget has been cut a little bit, what do? You kill two people in charge of other things. Yeah, it's clearly what needs to be done. No.
And that's kind of where we left off.
Yes. Rika is wary of the Mountain Dog guy being kind of weird to her. Irie is also beginning to suspect that Takano has something to do with it. And Tifa is very confused about her coffee cup for some reason. That scene in the hospital is over for some reason, even though it really went nowhere. And now we're in school. Suddenly. I don't know why. We're gonna find out together, hopefully.
This is the first line after the transition to school, yeah.
Tifa, are you ready for Higurashis?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for...
I was waiting for the thing so that I could combine it with my line, which says the exact same thing.
If only you had told me that.
Then it wouldn't have worked.
Hey Tifa, are you ready for Higurashi?
Yeah. She's been missing since the night of Watanagashi.
Completely wrong energy on the yeah!
Because you threw me out of it now. Could it be the curse of Oyashiro-sama?
It's freaky that this has happened 5 years in a row now. That's you. That's Rika. Because we can see Keiichi.
Hinamizawa is a small village. Rumors spread fast here. Besides, she's Mian Sonozaki. She would have found out about this yesterday, even if the police were trying to hide it. My friends were all talking about the mysterious death of Tomitake and the disappearance of Takano. People in this village are very superstitious.
Talking about superstition, we forgot about the most important thing. We spent a good chunk of time during the last stream with me being very angry about Hanyu.
That's
because
not that important.
That is actually super important, Tifa, because those are my feelings we're talking about. How is Hanyu not helping? How is
Why
she...
are you already stalling?
I'm not stalling, I'm trying to get everybody on the Hanyu hate train together with me. Enjoy the wind in our hairs. Fuck Hanyu. All my homies hate Hanyu. Psycho. Brofist. Thank you very much. So you're pro Hanyu?
I'm not pro Hanyu.
If you're not against Hanyu, you are my enemy. Nah.
I can understand her feelings. I don't agree that she acts that way.
I understand her feelings too. But at some point, after you watched somebody go through that stretch of their life like 100 times, and you have apparently done nothing with your awesome ghost powers to help, fuck you.
You got it out of your system now?
A little bit.
No matter what happens, they conclude that everything is the curse of Oyashiro-sama.
Every time there were storms, there was a Hanyu. Doesn't that mean she's at least trying? Do we know that for sure? Also, maybe don't just go with your stupid little ghost feet, Hanyu.
She can't do anything.
Yes, she can. She can stalk people. Go after Takano. Follow her around 24/7. Do something worthwhile.
That I already said, that in the 100 years of them dying, I find it weird that Hanyu not once followed them, because Riko was very confused on how they die every time. That is something that she could have known already.
I'm gonna go there. I hope that Higurashi somehow eventually gets retconned into being in the same universe as Luigi's Mansion. And I hope that somehow in all of this, one of the ghosts Luigi sucks up is Hanyu. That's how much I hate her.
The past incidents don't matter to me either way. All I'm interested in is the current one. The culprit of this case will probably kill me too. 2 days have passed since Watanagashi. Today is Tuesday, June 21st, 1983. At the earliest, I'll get killed on the night of the 22nd. That is tomorrow night. The day of my death is always different. I always end up getting killed, but the day when it happens varies. I guess the culprit has their own reasons for that. There's only one thing I'm sure about. Based on my experiences, I'll live for sure until tomorrow night. After then, I'll have to live with the fear of getting murdered at any moment.
No volcanic gas eruption yet.
She doesn't know of a volcanic gas eruption.
Yes, besides the point though, I'm talking about the fact that it hasn't happened yet. Last time it was the day after Watanagashi it happened.
I think it's also been a few days after once.
I'm not sure on the timeline. What I am very sure about though is that something must cause it. Or I believe something is causing it. Maybe a man-made thing?
Well, it could be that the mountain dogs and stuff are behind it to try to get rid of their tracks.
Rika died before the Great Hinamizawa disaster.
I think there has been once where she died in it, or the same night.
I don't recall. But wasn't the Great Hinamizawa disaster the day after Watanagashi? I think the timeline matters when it comes to that detail.
No, it's not always after. Or
It's
not
always after.
It's not always the day after. I mean.
Okay.
Still, there's no real reason to be afraid. When I wake up, I'll be in a brand new world again. I can never remember how I'm killed. That's why I'm not that afraid of the killing itself. I'm just frustrated that my life is about repeating the same things over and over like a broken record. However, at present I'm frustrated. My classmates just expect that their peaceful days will continue forever. But I couldn't feel that way. I feel frustrated and full of sorrow, as I really don't want to die. It's tomorrow night. Are you ready, Rika? How foolish of you to even ask. What makes it look like I am? Hanyu was trying to warn me that I might get killed tomorrow night. As though she already knew it was going to happen for sure.
Imagine now spending the time trying to find out who is doing what, Hanyu.
You worked very hard, Rika. This life's Watanagashi was the best festival I've ever had. Didn't you feel that way too? It was fun. It really was fun. Satoko had band-aids all over her face, but everyone was there together, and we kicked up a storm. I want this world to continue forever. I can't accept that this world is going to end tomorrow at the earliest, and within 1 or 2 weeks at the latest. I'm sure your next life will be just as fun. So, this world is over and done with. This is such a happy world. But it's just going to end like that. All of my friends are alive and happy. Keiichi doesn't feel alone. Rina's family is happy too. Mion and Shion are getting along, as well as Shion and Satoko. The issue of Satoko's uncle is resolved, and she's no longer treated coldly by the other villagers. This is the best world I've experienced. But this world is going to end. Rika, you think of yourself as a normal person too often when we're both special beings. Every child wants their birthday party to continue forever. But the party always ends. That's why children always wish for their enjoyable moments to continue for all time. That doesn't mean they'll grieve over a party that's ended. This is kind of a shitty thing to say though, like... I guess she's trying to
She wants to live past the ripe age of 8 or 9, you ghost fuck.
She's trying to comfort her in her own way, I suppose, but...
Nah, this shit is on purpose. How do yokais work? I mean, she looks like a little girl with horns. Does she also only have the emotional capacity of a 10-year-old? Nah.
Once they sleep, another day will come for them. Something wonderful will happen again. No one disappears like Cinderella once the party is over. What a way for you to describe my view on life. Can you turn it down a little bit, please? You're like a child who's crying because she doesn't want to leave the party. But there's no need to feel that sad, is there? There will be another party again soon. You still hate to go through another death, but it's only like sleeping for a while, isn't it? Hanyu, don't you want to see what lies beyond June of 1983?
I swear to God, it's Hanyu causing all of this shit. If Hanyu is real, there might be conspiracies, and there might be parasites, and there might be aliens, and there might be Lord knows what. But the reason this shit keeps happening is Hanyu. It's the sweet little innocent ghost girl. How can we make our lives yokai proof? Do we just need to put salt circles or stuff everywhere? Like how do we make sure we never encounter this? Do we know what Hanyu is as well lived as Rika is?
We do know because it has already mentioned that Hanyu was already around at the time Watanagashi was still the old Watanagashi.
Hanyu was there when Rika was born.
Plus that.
I did say that.
So she is a couple 100 years old at least.
Ah yes, the universe where Keiichi murders a man in cold blood and plots to murder a woman just because he thinks she knows what he did is akin to a birthday party. Thank you, Mame. I'm so angry I couldn't even think of these things. Yes, what a wonderful gift watching the lives of my best friends fall apart in front of me in the most gloriously horrible ways. Fuck you, Ghost Girl. But if Hanyu isn't real, I'm not sure how you mean, Jack.
It's still
I'm not
possible.
sure either.
I would be lying if I said I didn't. But I'm more concerned about you being consumed by that thought and getting hurt because of it. You just don't understand. Without you, I'd have to live for such a long time without anyone to talk to. And I'll only be able to stare at the festival without being a part of it. No one will be able to see me. No one will be able to hear me or talk to me either.
I'm writing this down.
Hanyu's just being very selfish.
Hanyu is somehow causing Rika's infinite deaths because she doesn't want to be alone after Rika dies of natural causes while waiting for the 7th Furude girl to be born.
There won't be another Furude girl to be born.
If Rika doesn't die, if Hanyu actually helped and Rika avoided her death,
oh, yeah.
Rika will probably eventually, for the story purposes, have children.
Fair enough.
Generation 1. These kids will eventually need to procreate at some point too for Hanyu to ever have a
at some
family.
point we're gonna get to the 7th generation and there's a new one.
She's gonna be alone for like 100 years and she doesn't want that. So instead she's keeping the person she can now spend time with in a time loop. I'm sure you can order some talismans online if they might.
Do you have any idea how miserable and lonely that will be? But I finally found you, Rika. I can't survive without you anymore. But I can't just die like you can either. I'll have to live alone until the end of time. I'll have to live alone until someone like you shows up again. I don't want that. I can't stand the thought of it. Hanyu.
7th generation? Hanyu doesn't want a Lola to exist? 7th gen, best gen. I
forgot what's in the 7th generation.
Gen 4. Heart gold, soul silver. Forever in my heart. 7th gen is sun and moon and outer sun and outer moon.
That has the ice cream cone in it.
No, that's Gen 5.
Oh, okay. Then it's not too bad.
Choose your words carefully, Jack. I'm a Johto baby and I will always be one. So Gen 4, but only because Heart Gold and Soul Silver exist. Screw Platinum, Diamond and Pearl. Can do without those. Hanyu doesn't really have a ton of agency either. I think she has plenty of agency and we are witnessing it for 7 chapters now.
You good?
I'm good.
Rika, please take back that heartbreaking promise you made. I don't want you to give up this if this world doesn't work out for you. Hanyu. I'm sorry. I'll have to think about it for a while. I want to do what I can until the end. When that happens, I can decide what to do. If I think there's still some hope, I can go on living. But if I feel desperate enough, I can just give up.
I have to interrupt again. I think telling Hanyu that this is my last one, I will give up if this one doesn't work out, might be the one thing that makes her actually spring into action. You know what I mean? Because if this is the last one, you might as well make it last.
I don't think so. She hasn't been convinced yet. might not ultimately be a bad thing to repeat June of 1983 over and over. Perhaps I might be blessed with another fortunate life someday. And you nodded with a little satisfaction after hearing that, sensing that my feelings were starting to lean the way she wanted them.
Manipulative little shit. What's up, Rena? Are you plotting to take Rika-chan home with you?
Hey, Keiichi-kun, don't you think that Rika-chan seems to be feeling down?
I don't know. She might still be tired from doing the dedication dance at the festival.
That's you.
Rika-chan was sitting... Rika-chan was sitting all by herself, wearing a sad expression. I said she might still be tired from the festival, but that wasn't really how it looked.
Satoko-chan is free now, so I thought she'd have a spring in her step. But she's been acting weird since yesterday. I wonder if something's going on.
What is going on is that Ranger's unable to crack an egg. Welcome in, though.
How are you doing, Ranger?
You guys don't know what peak storytelling is. Come back when your favorite gen has a giant legendary ice dragon-powered airship freezing an entire town. Sorry, mommy. Wait here. We'll try again as well. Tifa, your chance to crack the egg. For good luck, maybe we'll get a happy end that way.
Hey, Disney princess.
Nice.
Calling all of them.
Tifa.
I'm just saying.
Nice.
It
Beautiful.
was meant to be.
Wow.
Meant to be, I'm telling you.
I think technically the chance is like 1 in 10 or so. I'm not sure what I set up. But it's not that low. It's just RNG is bad. Satoko's issues are all settled now. There shouldn't be anything that's troubling her anymore. We thought Satoko and Rika-chan might not be able to live together if they found a new guardian for Satoko. But that problem is almost solved. Either the Sonozaki family or the Kimiyoshi family will become her guardian. Mayor Kimiyoshi is already Rika's guardian. If the Sonozaki family gets custody, Satoko will officially become Shion's little sister. That would be really cute, actually. Anyway, I had no idea why Rika-chan was acting so upset. I think we should ask her what's going on. That's a beautiful idea, by the way. If you want to know how somebody's feeling, you can go to them and go, "Hey Tifa, how are you feeling?"
But I don't want her to think that we're insensitive. But I guess you can ask her, I guess.
So you're saying that it's okay for me to be insensitive? Irena laughed and stuck her tongue out at me. I walked up to Rika-chan and struck up a conversation.
We got you, it's okay.
I don't, because I always say I stuck up a conversation, even outside of the context of this, and I always say it wrong. I need to fix that for myself. If you're wondering how someone's doing, visit your local library. Or that, I guess. Perhaps something is still troubling Satoko and we just don't know about it. If that's the case, we need to help her. You don't look so good. Is anything weird going on?
No. Keiichi.
Rika-chan had been daydreaming and it took her a while to realize that I was talking to her.
Do I look upset or something?
Kind of. Is anything the matter? It took her a while to answer. Such a long silence had to mean yes.
Keiichi, there's a poem that I want you to listen to. Don't ask me who wrote it. I just want to know what you think.
Frederica Berncastle. Alright, let me hear it then.
Surprised you remember the name.
That is a name that shows up in such weird instances that it just gets stuck in my head. Rika-chan closed her eyes and recited a short poem. It went something like this. Yes, Rika?
No, he's saying it. He even says it went something like this, implying that he's the one saying it.
This is your moment.
Yeah, but he's saying it. You gotta be story accurate.
Everyone has the right to be happy. Yet it's so hard to receive. Everyone has the right to be happy, yet it's so hard to fulfill. I have the right to be happy, yet it's so hard to compromise. It probably sounds way better in Japanese. I don't know why I can never get into a poem if it doesn't rhyme. I know that makes me incredibly basic, but what can I say? That's a pretty interesting poem. Did you write it? Oh, I'm not supposed to ask that, huh?
No, you're not. What did you think after hearing it?
Everyone has the right to be happy, yet it's so hard to receive. I understand that. Everyone does have a right to be happy. But that doesn't mean that everyone can receive that happiness. Everyone has the right to be happy, yet it's so hard to fulfill. This one is a little harder to understand, but exercising that right probably refers to the process of finding happiness. Everyone has the right to work hard for their happiness, but it's not that easy for that work to bear fruit. I have a right to be happy, yet it's so hard to compromise. I guess she's trying to talk about compromising your happiness? There's no limit to human desires. You can never stop wanting more. That's why people need to make compromises on their happiness. At least, that's how I understand it. If she was trying to say that we should be satisfied with what we have, it sounds like a positive statement. But there's also a negative tone to the way it's presented. I think this poem is reflecting the feelings of a writer.
I think so too. So what else did you think?
She wouldn't admit it, but I'm sure Rika-chan is the one who made that poem and it's reflecting on how she's feeling. I'm not that smart, but even I can understand that. I thought it was a sad poem.
Sad?
I understand the first two lines. Everyone has a right to be happy, but not everyone can become happy that easily. I think those lines are describing the difficult parts of our lives. But the last line is different. Making compromises is the same thing as giving up. The writer of this poem has given up on their happiness, compromised with reality and trying to convince themselves that they are happy.
Trying to convince themselves they're happy, you say?
With plenty of regrets too. Everyone can become happy with enough effort, but she thinks that she can't. The poem reflects her hopelessness. It's very sad.
Then, Keiichi, what do you think she should do?
She shouldn't give up.
She shouldn't give up.
The writer of this poem already knows she can be happy. It's something that she deserves. She's been thinking about how to become happy for a long time. If she really wants to be happy, she shouldn't give up. Remember, we overcame a desperate situation in only a few days. If we all work together, we can make a miracle happen. You saw it with your own eyes, didn't you? What's troubling you? Talk to me.
There's something I want to talk to all of you about. But if I do that, you won't be able to live in this village anymore. Happiness for me would be to see what's beyond June of 1983, together with all of you. It wouldn't mean anything if I lived beyond this June without you.
We won't be able to live in Hinamizawa anymore. Why is that?
They'll kill you if they found out that I talked to you. That's why I can't say anything.
What do you mean, they'll kill us? Are you being threatened by someone? Everybody's got the right to be happy is also a Sondheim line. The assassins rip off Higurashi no Naku Koroni. I think everything has ripped off Higurashi. I think it might be because if in the early 2000s you release a game that is set 20 years prior, it's easy to reference things that haven't happened yet. Or maybe the story was born in Ryukishi 07's head in the 1980s, but it wasn't released until 2000 something.
I also have a feeling that line doesn't come from this game.
Potentially.
100% it doesn't.
I don't know. The word kill is not something that most people use casually. I was shocked to hear it coming from her mouth. That's why I couldn't help but raise my voice.
I don't know who's the enemy and who's not. The only thing I know for sure is that someone is going to kill me.
Wait, Rika-chan, talk to me. What the hell is going on? Is Teppei threatening her? No, that isn't possible. The police arrested him, and besides that, the Sonosaki family told him to never come back to the village. There's no way he could contact Rika-chan in order to threaten her. And even if that somehow was the case, Rika-chan could just talk to Mion and everything would be taken care of. But based on her expression, it seems like this is way deeper than that.
I'm sorry. If I talk, you'll be dragged into this. If I lose you, I have no more reason to survive. I just can't talk to you about this. I'm not going to compromise my happiness.
I don't understand what you're trying to say. But you sound just like Satoko did a few days ago.
Like Satoko?
Yeah. You're thinking it's better to be patient. You forgot the courage needed to fight. You sound like that. Weren't you the one who told Satoko to be brave over the phone? My words had clearly hurt Rika-chan's feelings. She bit her lip and went quiet for a moment.
If I talk to you, you might get killed too.
Well, I don't want that. But if we don't do anything, you're going to get killed, right? We don't want a future without you either, Rika-chan.
What?
You may not want to get us involved, but likewise, we don't want to lose you either. We welcome the struggle. Besides, you know how powerful we can be together. I'm sure we can solve anything if we work all as one.
Not even our combined strength can solve this problem.
You don't want to talk to us because you don't want to drag us into it, right? So what you're saying is that you want to die without telling us anything?
I guess that's what I'm saying.
Don't think that being patient is the same as being brave. Remember the courage to fight. You can talk to me anytime once you organize your feelings. We'll help you. You can count on us.
Thank you. That's actually really sweet.
Yeah, it is. Rika-chan was wearing a sorrowful smile. I could tell that she appreciated my sympathy. I don't know why, but Rika-chan is troubled by something. It's a matter of life and death for her. She can't even talk to us about it. At the very least, she won't talk to me.
How was it, Keiichi-kun? Is Rika-chan troubled by something? That doesn't happen very often.
It does actually happen a lot. She's just really good at hiding it from all of you. Satoko, this is going to sound strange, but is there any chance that someone is threatening Rika-chan's life?
What? What in the world are you saying, Keiichi-san? Rika-chan is the village mascot. People worship her. No one would ever try to kill her. What's this? What are you guys talking about?
The more I talked to my friends, the stranger it seemed that someone would try to kill Rika-chan. Everyone was even more confused than I felt. Rika-chan didn't talk to me about what's troubling her, but I'm sure that there's something very serious going on with her. If she really trusts us, I'm sure she'll talk to us soon. Let's believe everything she tells us if she opens her heart. Okay? We all looked at each other and nodded.
I looked at Jack and suggested a break.
After the scene transition, because I want to see what happens next first.
That we can do. It's a very slow one. Oh.
Wait! Faded Notebook 2 and 3.
I didn't expect this to end.
Okay. Alright. I expected more. Somehow.
Also, I thought we were in the last episode. Guess
I
not.
thought so too, but I guess I was wrong. More to read from the notebook. Indeed. How sweet. I wish friends were real.
Friends are an illusion.
The true friends are the tips we read along the way. But I think Tifa has a point. So, short break? You want another coffee?
No.
You sure about that?
Yeah. Makes my stomach upset.
Because you chug it. Can you see this? Can I tilt this? I still have like half my cup of coffee because I'm not sitting here just chugging.
I think it's cold.
How else do you drink coffee?
Hot drinks are supposed to be drunk immediately.
Okay, I'll make you iced coffees from now on.
I don't like iced coffees.
Then you will learn to like them. True friends spelled backwards as race car. Always has been. And you know why? Because when you're in deep shit, they will race to help you. Bam.
Well,
Thank you, Ranger, for that
the
wisdom.
alternative way on spelling race car is BRB.
BRB.
We're back.
We are, as I move some cables. Fuck the iced coffee paradox. There's an iced coffee paradox? I ask as I drink tepid coffee.
That's basically iced coffee by now.
You don't understand the temperature of ice, do you? So are you done doing whatever you're doing with your feet?
No, I'm scratching a mosquito sting.
Okay. Faded Notebook 2 and 3. It's okay, it's just a book.
You were the notebook?
The Son of God promised that he would be resurrected within 3 days. Sinful men guarded his grave to make sure he would not wake up, but that was foolish of them. He meant that his spirit and his lessons would be resurrected, not his physical shell. Do not be afraid of physical death. If you achieve great things, you will live again. You will surpass death and become immortal. A demon took the Son of God to a cliff and told him to jump off. He claimed that if he was really a son of God, a miracle would help him survive. He tried to challenge the Lord. The Lord challenges humans, but humans may not challenge the Lord. To challenge is to suspect. Suspicion will speak words of evil into your ears and it will make you falter. Do not doubt your own achievements. Do not doubt your own life. Do not doubt your contributions. Do not let others criticize your achievements. That is the same as doubting your own life. Hifumi T. You took a whole 2 faded notebooks for that? It's a 40 days of temptation in the desert. Alright. Doesn't ring a bell. Let's continue.
Something from the Bible, I assume. But who could Hifumi be?
No, Hifumi T. Sorry, I had to.
Okay, so we have another episode. When I woke up, the first thing I saw were Satoko in the calendar.
Yeah, it's in 3/4 Gospels. Yes, New Testament. Okay, thank you.
Makes sense.
How about it's Takano? Or Tomitake?
Takano would write as Takano.
Yeah, but it's Hifumi T. We don't know what the T stands for.
No, that's true.
Because I don't think it stands for T's nuts.
High chance, too.
Devil tempting Jesus to use his divine powers to rule Earth. Hifumi Tomitake? Maybe Jiro isn't his real name. I wouldn't be shocked.
That is true.
Just saying. It's the whole origin of a current day fasting period. Huh.
The more you know.
Okay. I had no idea. Thank you very much. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, I said the line. The first one to wake up is supposed to tear yesterday's date off the calendar. Sometimes we both tear the calendar by mistake, so the date ends up 2 days ahead.
That's really cute, actually.
Satoko likes to tear the calendar, and that makes her wake up early every morning.
Aww.
That would usually make me smile, but I felt devastated as soon as I saw the 22 on the calendar. My grandfather once got me one of those toilet calendars that you hang in the bathroom, and every day had a little cartoon on it.
Mm-hmm.
I think in 1 week, when I got it in January, I was already at December because I read through all of the cartoons and I ripped them as I went along.
Okay.
Like some of them had like little puzzles on there, like a Sudoku. Others just had like cartoons or stuff on them.
Did you keep the cartoon ones?
No. I don't remember.
So
I do remember going through the entire calendar.
I don't blame you, but also, how often did you go to the bathroom that day?
Oh, you're supposed to hang it up in the bathroom.
Yeah, you led with that.
Yeah. But I just took it and just went through all
I thought Tifa just spent 6 hours in the bathroom ripping off page after page after page.
I mean, I can easily do that too, but...
Bitch, the calendar is mine. I think that is really sweet.
It's satisfying to rip it off. It's going to happen today. June 22nd. The day I die. Good morning. Does this look like a good morning, bitch? Good morning, Rika. Morning, you two. You two? Are you still asleep? Meep. There's someone else living in this house other than you and I. I just said good morning to that person as well. Hey, do not try and spook me like that. Satoko won't be able to sleep without holding my hand tonight. Sometimes I feel like Satoko can see Hanju, and it's as if the three of us are living together. That would be a lot of fun.
Maybe it's because Hanyu isn't real. I swear, I hope Hanyu isn't real and Hanyu is just part of Rika's mind, because then we can, then I can argue with Rika that she needs to do something to fix the situation as far as she's able to, and I'm not just angry at a disembodied ghost not helping.
No, I think Hanyu is as real as can be. It was time to go to school, but my body felt heavy. Today, I was going to die. Knowing that, I didn't even feel like going to school. The more I've repeated the same life, the more precisely I can detect my day of death. I always die on the day I feel this way. Rika, we ought to get going soon. I'm taking the day off today. Rika, I heard from Keiichi-san. Are you troubled by something? Kind of, but not really. What else is there left to do? Today's the day. It's too late now. But part of me still feels like doing something. I've been in this world only a few days. My emotions went up and down like a roller coaster. Sometimes I felt motivated to fight, and other times I felt desperate and gave up. Even though Keiichi and everyone else showed me such strength, I lacked the iron will to fight against my fate. The most confidence I ever felt was when the dice all came up 6, a fortunate coincidence that was just handed to me. I was hoping to gain the courage to fight against my fate, but here I am today, conceding to destiny. Keiichi told me that we can make a miracle happen if we work together. But there was something he didn't teach me. He didn't teach me how to believe in that. If I don't believe that I can make it happen, I won't even be able to make a crack in the wall of fate. It seems so simple, yet it's so difficult. I couldn't even decide whether I should be on the stage or off it and remain as a spectator. I told Hanyu that I haven't decided what to do after this world is over. But that's the spectator's point of view. For the people on the stage, this world is the only one. For them, the end of the world means the end of their lives. That's why they do anything to change their fate. That's why they can make a miracle happen. I never worked hard enough, because I always knew that I could reset my life. I think that's also kind of natural. It's like in a video game. You're willing to take more risk. You're willing to do more things because in the end, all that happens is reset.
That's why Iron Man mode exists for some games, like hardcore survival or whatever the game calls it.
Like if you die, it's over.
Yeah.
But then you're a whole lot more careful because you know there's no coming back.
Yeah.
Oh, the shit I would do if I knew my
could
life
just
could
reload.
reset.
Yeah.
Then I would be jumping over mountains in Norway.
I would rig the lottery.
Because at some point,
As if you wouldn't.
I realized that I do not want to die. Otherwise, I would not clung as hard as I did to some of those rocks.
Crazy, no? How just going up a mountain can teach you things about yourself.
Yeah, that's true. Because I always thought it doesn't really matter in the end. But I was like, okay, okay. For my body, it definitely does matter.
The world isn't ready for Tifa with quick save powers.
Oh, I don't think it is, really.
If I could save Scum IRL,
there is one
I
person
would
that
win
would beat
every
me.
lottery.
And that is Ranger. I still remember like the D&D sessions. Oh, we come past the well with a putrid strange. Drink. Lick.
I'm sorry.
Eat.
I also remember that thing. I pressed the button accidentally. And didn't you get eaten by rats? Andric, our wonderful DM, had to find ways to have them just die of old age mid-battle and things like this, because Tifa kept jumping in between the rats and she got eaten alive by them.
That's still different than
I think I even looted her corpse at some point.
drinking putrid well water. Never know till you try it. That is true.
Ranger, yes you do.
Might have better effects than coffee.
Yeah, I'll stick to my cold coffee. Also, if no one else can see Hanyu, how is that much different from, I guess, from her being part of Rika? It's different in the sense that if she is part of Rika's psyche, then I don't hate her as much. Because Rika cannot be in multiple places at the same time. If Hanyu is an individual being, and she is not using that to help her friend Rika, then Hanyu is a piece of shit. Just saying.
I thought I was just one pathetic girl who couldn't change her own fate. That's why I ended up here again. It's as if I slacked off on my summer homework and woke up on the last day of vacation with nothing completed.
What are you doing?
Nothing actually happened, but I had this very weird date. I was sitting with my feet.
You had a weird date. What the fuck?
Weird daydream. I'm sitting with my feet behind the wheels of the chair. And I had this very weird flashy daydream that I went back and rolled over my toes. I just physically felt that in my toes. Like this little shock. Without actually going over my toes. Like I didn't move. You never had that?
Okay.
Like this little...
Are you good now?
My toes are tingling. Let me put them back in front of me.
I guess Tifa accessed the morphogenetic field too. A weird date, that's what she said.
I was gonna say daydream, but I cut myself off.
What's the homework? I couldn't tell you, Ranger.
What should I do?
Not put your toes there.
Should I not work on my assignment, knowing that I'm not going to make it on time anyway? Or should I do whatever I can, even though I may still get in big trouble?
Yes, that. It's better to do something than to do nothing.
Perhaps a miracle will happen. Perhaps the homework will be done overnight.
You good?
Mm-hmm. Miracles don't happen to homework. I have to do the homework on my own. Without effort, nothing will ever get done. Without effort, not even one question will be solved.
It's kind of true.
Rika, I think you should spend your day doing what you want to do. You can drink by the window all day, just the way you like doing.
Am I the only one?
Rika or Hanyu's trying to be encouraging.
No, she's not being encouraging. Oh, today is the day you might get assaulted by somebody. So why don't you sit in the open window where you're the easiest target while drinking alcohol? Hanyu is the most toxic positivity. Oh my god. Yeah, YOLO, treat yourself, sure. Oh, Tifa, you like cocktails and you like hiking on mountains. You should totally have another 2 drinks and then climb up the top. Of course you should do that, nothing can go wrong.
I know Rika usually can't remember how she gets murdered, but it would be handy to know...
Why can Hanyu not tell her?
That doesn't matter. But it would be handy to know roughly where she usually is when she gets murdered.
Why can Hanyu not?
Because then, let's go to the places you never hang around it in the hope that they just can't find you. Like, they need to know where you are in order to get killed. Unless it's the mountain dogs who are tracking her, because then they'll just stalk her to wherever she's going.
Or at the very least, keep track of all the places you have been killed. Even if you cannot remember the specifics, like Rika doesn't, at least maybe you can remember the last day or so of what led to it.
No, it's like if she always gets like kidnapped out of the house, then let's not stay in the house, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You're suggesting that I shouldn't do anything since I know I'll get in trouble anyway. For Hanyu, it's not about the homework. It's more about the vacation itself.
Wait. Assuming... You can't see the mouse cursor. Assuming all of this part on screen right now, the homework miracle thing, was train of thought in Rika's head. How is Rika now continuing the conversation from you suggesting that I shouldn't do anything because I get in trouble? It's leading back to Hanyu being a part of Rika's mind.
The vacation will be over, no matter how much I wanted to continue. In her eyes, it's pathetic for me to make a big deal out of not completing my homework, and contemplating whether I should still work on it or not. On top of that, I'm saying that I might as well die if my vacation is going to be over. If I was in her situation, I'd be laughing hysterically. Keiichi told me to seek everyone's help in order to finish my homework. But I'm not taking that offer. Not only because I don't want to cause them trouble, but also because I don't want the teacher to know that I could help from them.
Who's the teacher?
If I was going to have regrets, I should have worked on it from the beginning. Are we talking in metaphors or not?
Yes.
If I had no intention of working on it, I should have just relaxed without stressing so much.
She is saying in her life she should either give it her all from the very beginning, not just intermittently, or she should just not do anything at all. Not little bits and pieces. Either go full throttle or do nothing.
I agree. In the end, it
the
was
teacher,
all genocide.
murder, yeah, of course, because okay, I get it.
I should have asked for their help in the first place. Those are the 3 options I talked about with Hanyu yesterday. I didn't choose any of them. I've been living for over 100 years, but I still can't decide. My 100 years were wasted. Satoko, I'm not going to school today because I have a cold. Is that so? Do you want me to take your temperature?
She's so sweet.
I need to rest today. Could you tell Chie that I'm not coming because I'm sick? Rika, are you really sick? Keiichi-san told me that you're worried someone is trying to kill you. I'm very concerned, you realize? Thank you. You should go now, you'll be late. Satoko looked at the clock and then looked back at me again. I'm very happy right now. I'm happy that I'm back with everyone and that I'm living with you again. So, if I lose you, I'll be living in a very sad world. Just think about that. The world without me? Yes. The world without you would be a very sad world. I've never thought about that. I thought that the world ended when I died. I've never thought about the world after my death. That was never my concern. So please, take care of yourself. It isn't just me. If anything happens to you, everyone will be sad. Satoko.
Satoko, best character.
Rika, I'll leave you alone for today. But please talk to me if you have something on your mind. It's kind of upsetting how you won't talk to me. Satoko seemed like she wanted to say more, but she looked at the floor and said, I know what she's trying to say. I realize how selfishly I've been living. It was wrong for me to look at this world as a stage play. But it's too late. It's too late now. Satoko left the house in a hurry. Hanyu and I were left alone inside. I can tell you want to be alone. I'll disappear until you call for me.
With that stupid ghost smile.
Thank you. You're still yourself, even after 100 years. You're not a 100-year-old transcendent. You deserve to think about your life as a young girl. I don't want to force you to think like a grown-up. It's not your fault, Hanyu. I was just being arrogant. Call me if you want to talk. You're not crying anymore. You're not going to beg me not to give up on my life. You're a stubborn person. I know it's better to not be too persistent with you. After all these years, you know me very well. I know you're already aware, but let me say this. Today is the day. Do your best. No matter what you do or don't, this world is going to end today. But if you wish for it, you'll see a brand new day, just like when morning comes. You might find yourself back in June of this year again, but it will still be a brand new day.
I hate her so much, it's unreal. Old man yells at clouds. I wish.
When I was younger, every day seemed so boring. Every morning, I thought the same things would happen again after I woke up. And there's the baker with them.
No, Tifa. Also, 1 second. There, now I feel better.
This just means that I'll end up being true.
No. She won't end up being true.
This just means that it will end up being true. Let me just tell you to live this day productively. I'm not going to say anything else to you. I knew today was the day, but it's still difficult to hear that from you. It's going to come to an end again, huh? Yes, it's going to end today, just like always. How is she so certain it's today?
Because she can feel it. That's what she said earlier. You read the line, remember?
Rika said she can feel it.
Yeah.
Hanyu is absolutely 100% positive.
Yeah.
This day is happening today.
Because we're the same person in a sense.
Hanyu disappeared, and it went completely quiet inside the house. How should I spend my day? How should I end this day? Should I work on my homework, knowing that I'm not going to make it on time? I only have half a day left. I have to do my best. I should think about what I can do. How about we visit Ooishi and spend the day with him?
Wouldn't be a bad idea.
This world is supposed to be a happy place. People are enjoying their lives. I should have enjoyed my life more too. I don't mean that I should have lived my life in blind optimism. It means that I should have enjoyed my life by fully experiencing both happiness and sadness. If I did that, I wouldn't be as worried about what to do after my death. I should have simply lived with all my might. When the time comes, it will be over. Today, I will live. That's a very important phrase. But it sounds meaningless when I say it, because I can repeat this meaningless life as many times as I wish. There's a block of cheese in front of the door.
I don't think that's cheese, Tifa.
While Satoko was at school, I washed the dishes. Hanyu would usually stay with me when Satoko wasn't around. But she's not here right now. It's been a while since I was all by myself. I never thought anyone could feel so lonely while washing the dishes.
I do, that's why I hate doing them. Also, now that
You don't even do them.
It's true. Now that I moved you over to the left, I feel like you need to move back to the right. I always complain about Tifa and I sitting in a weird way that's like too close sometimes. But when it's not happening, it also feels weird. Stupid dishes, Jack! Haha, 2 geniuses, 1 thought, but Psycho beat you to it. And we have a cooldown because of you, Ranger.
I'm going to die today anyway. This world is ending today. Why should I wash these dishes?
That's what I'm saying.
It's because I'm thinking about Satoko. We'll have to move on with her life after tomorrow. I will encounter a new Satoko in the next world. But I realized something after hearing what Satoko told me earlier. After I'm dead. I wonder how Satoko will move on with her life. The worlds that I've left in the past all went on without me. I wonder if Satoko will be able to cook without me. I wonder if she can go shopping on her own. If she can wash her clothes by herself. I've been avoiding thinking about this. But Satoko and my other friends must have been overcome by sadness. It's too late for me to think about this, but I started feeling like I want to cry. I'm feeling like this because I don't want to leave this world. This is the world that I've always wanted. It's my hope that I can continue to live in this world beyond June 1983. After a long journey, I finally ended up in this world. But I was able to truly live in this ideal world for only one night. The night of Watanagashi. This world will be shattered again after I die tonight. We finally saved Satoko, and all our friends assume that our happy life has returned. However, I'm going to die tonight. They will mourn for me. We worked so hard to make a miracle happen, but they're going to lose their happy world in just one day. Am I going to start a new life as if nothing happened? We all know it's in the next world.
No, you're not gonna start skipping half lines.
Am I going to start a new life in the next world, as if nothing happened? I'd lived 3 days in my new world. But 3 sad days were going to pass in this one. It's no good. I can't think straight anymore. I couldn't stop the tears from flowing from my eyes. I hugged Satoko's pillow and cried. I could smell her scent. After I die, Satoko will probably hug my pillow and cry just like this. Is everyone else going to cry for me too? I'm sure they will. And they'll be sad. Not about my death. They'll be sad, not because I'm dead, but because I never told them about what was troubling me so much. I wonder if they're going to feel regret. Will they wonder what they could have done to open up my heart? What they could have done to help me in my time of trouble? Will they wonder what they could have done to save me?
Yes. Yes, they will.
I felt miserable and frustrated. I held Satoko's pillow and continued to cry. And the next moment, I heard the phone ringing. I tried to ignore it, but it wouldn't stop ringing. I picked it up, hoping that my friends would call to check on me. However, I heard a weird guy's voice coming from the receiver.
Hello. This is Okanoki Gardeners. This is the Furuta residence.
Okanogi. It was Okanogi from the Mountain Dogs. It was the first time I'd received a phone call from him.
I'm calling because I have something urgent to ask you. I called the school, but they told me that you're sick today. Are you feeling alright?
I'm not alright. This is the day I die. I knew he had no idea, but I still couldn't help but feel upset. It's only a cold. I just want to rest today.
Really? Well, that's a very fortunate coincidence.
What? I had no idea what made him say that he was glad I was sick. Why is it a fortune? Why is it...
It's a typo.
Oh. I was like, why is it fortunate for you if I'm home?
Well, we got a tip from Tokyo that someone is planning to murder you.
What do you mean?
Tokyo was investigating the murder of Tomitake-san and Takano-san. Their investigation concluded that there's a high possibility Dr. Irie is pulling the strings.
Irie is behind everything. This is the first time I've heard something like this. This isn't something that happens at random. It's the very first time. That means it's not just a coincidence. I'm hearing this now because of something I did differently in this world. I've done many different things in this world, though.
No.
I've done many things differently in this world, though.
That's super important.
I can't tell which decision led me to this result. However, maybe this is something that could change my life drastically. Okanogi continued to explain to me. There had been budget costs to their research, and they were scheduled to be shut down within a few years. Irie was strongly against that because he was embezzling their research money by requesting bigger and bigger budgets.
To spend on maid costumes.
Because they were going to cancel their research, he tried to sell the research data and make a lot of money off of it. Is that really true?
I know it's hard to believe, but it is. I always thought that he was kind of suspicious myself.
I think I can say with certainty that Irie is not that type of person. I've been around him for years, and as far as I know, he's not a bad guy. He doesn't even have the guts to be one. He pretends to be cold-hearted for the sake of his research, but he can't shake his regrets. He's simply a nice person. It's hard to believe that he was embezzling money from Tokyo. I'm starting to be suspicious of Takano, but she's actually a nice person too. She seemed mean at times, but she could also act as innocent as a child. But I'm starting to suspect her because Oishi told me that the body they found in Gifu might not be Takano's body. Okanogi works for Takano. That means I can't trust him. In other words, I can't trust Irie because Okanogi is clearly just trying to set him up.
Good deduction.
On the other hand, if Takano isn't guilty, I could be making a huge mistake. Yet, it always seemed to me as though Tomitake and Irie were good friends. If Tokyo had suspected that Irie was embezzling money from them, Tomitake would have treated him far more coldly. Anyway, at the very least, Tomitake of Tokyo didn't have such a bad impression of Irie.
Because he was using his embezzling money to buy him a bicycle every now and then.
The Irie of the Irie Institute and Tomitake of Tokyo were good friends.
Why is it phrased like that?
To show the places they come from. If this is about work. Tomitake of Tokyo and Takano of Tokyo were good friends. Takano of Tokyo and Okanogi of Tokyo were superior and subordinate. But Okanogi of Tokyo says that Tokyo is suspicious of Irie. This doesn't make sense. Everyone seems to be good friends at first glance, but the links don't connect from start to finish. Irie thinks he has a positive relationship with Tokyo, but Tokyo is suspicious of Irie. That's just odd. The chain should be connected, but one of the links is twisted and out of order. It's breaking the loop.
Tokyo is conducting further investigations at the moment. We also have information that Irie is trying to use you as a bargaining chip. For that reason, we've been told to tighten up your security starting today. And that's why I'm glad you're at home right now. There are 20 security guards patrolling the Furude Shrine in 3 shifts. You may not notice, but they are there for you.
That's a lot of security. How long are you going to guard me like that?
Until Tokyo feels you're no longer in danger. Until this whole case is resolved.
It should have been good news for me, since today was the day I was supposed to die. This is exactly the kind of security I wanted. That's why I let Takano into the ritual storehouse. However, I have a bad feeling about this. Tokyo should be my alley. But that arrangement is just like Irie's relationship with Tokyo.
Tokyo should be like a side street for you? Ally.
That's what I said?
Alley.
Oh.
The ally alley is back.
Did I already start this line or not?
You went until Tokyo when I pressed the button and the rest appeared.
But that arrangement is just like Irie's relationship with Tokyo. Everything seems in order from my end, but when you trace it the other way, it feels like something's off at some point. I have this uncomfortable feeling because I have a few uncertainties about Tokyo.
Never trust the big cities.
Tokyo and Irie have strong ties, but they're suspicious of him. We just said that already.
But she's an 8-year-old, Tifa. She's trying to piece it together.
Is Irie actually a bad guy? Is Takano still alive, and is she the one who killed Tomitake? Those questions and more make me uncertain about accepting help from Tokyo. I thought Tokyo as a single organization would move with a single intention, but in reality, they have multiple different intentions. Welcome to every big organization.
Welcome to corporate life.
In other words, there must be multiple... what's the word? I see it in the political section of newspapers all the time.
Factions.
Ah, right. Factions.
Give me my points.
Are there two factions in Tokyo? One that wants to remain friendly with Irie, and one that looks down on him. That would explain the irregularities I'm sensing. Maybe I've been talking to Ooishi too much. If he hadn't told me that he was suspicious of Takano, would I have believed Okonogi without a doubt?
By the way, real quick, how did we go from things in this town are weird and strange stuff is happening? Is it a demon? Or is it people? And now it's like, oh, there's a government conspiracy, by the way. On top of all of this.
So demon.
Okay, yeah. I'm not saying it's aliens, but aliens.
Well, maybe not. K-pop demon government, you got that right.
If only I had soda pop to drink right now.
We've been warned. Even without Oishi's theory, Okonogi still sounded very suspicious. Irie was loyal to his research on Hinamizawa syndrome.
Which we also still know nothing about.
Tokyo understood this, so his relationship with Tomitake wasn't particularly strained. Plus, Irie isn't the type of person who would commit embezzlement. He's a law-abiding citizen with a good moral character.
Iffy on that. That joke was golden. That is true. Ranger is known to show us how it's done.
Of course, he has some ambition as a researcher. But that only goes as far as common sense expects any researcher to. It's nothing like the criminal aspirations that would lead to major embezzlement. A great number of the mountain dogs were going to be guarding me. This is what I'd been wanting in my previous lives. But for some reason, I couldn't be happy about it. This is one of those moments that, like before stream I was talking about, that is just taking too long and we're going in a repeat. And this, I understand everything that's being said and I know it's to like pull you into it. But these things like take me out of it. Like all I'm thinking is we've now said the same time 3 lines. Like
counterpoint. If this was shortened dramatically, I would be confused.
I'm not saying it should have been shortened dramatically, but already taking out like 6-7 lines.
Reminder, she's like 10.
Plus 100.
Yes, living from like 8 to 10 over and over. That's not the same. I don't think so.
It's just normal anime conversation now.
Yeah, when there's something tremendously important happening and then you get the scene, like the shot of a character from one side and then they have inner monologue and they're thinking about all that is happening and they're calculating the next move and what the enemies are doing. And then the camera angle changes when they are shown from the bottom, and they're still thinking, and they're thinking, and they're thinking. And then next shot from the left, and they're still thinking, and what if this enemy does this movement? What if I do this one? And then what if we play 4D chess? At some point you get the total shot of the two guys standing there about to fight, and no time has passed except 4 minutes for us, because thinking is even more of a free action when talking.
Prefer over-explaining over under. I agree.
Exactly, especially in something as convoluted as this.
But even over-explaining can be shortened. And I know I'm quite sure this is more meant to pull you like into it. But it doesn't work for me.
This is good writing. She's a 10-year-old with the soul of a 100-year-old, 10-year-old girl. This makes perfect sense to me. We still need a couple of repetitions of it being an inner monologue, plus reflection, plus recap, plus a filler episode.
In an anime, this would be 2 episodes.
One Piece when they cry. This is Namek is about to explode in 30 seconds.
I couldn't help but feel depressed. If this house is like an empty birdcage, then they'd be the fox with feathers stuck to its face. I don't know if I can really trust the people who are protecting me. I try to recall more about Okonogi. The mountain dogs have been protecting me for years. Okonogi proved his skills in many of my other lives. To them, I'm something of a special existence. If something happens to me, it would be a disaster.
Dark Lord, I think it was you the other day mentioning this, but Okonogi as in Okonogi gardeners. They were also there in the previous chapter.
Oh, true. I believe that was the name of the gardening company.
Yes, it was. Weren't they also the same people that showed up looking for Shion?
That we do not know.
I think so. I think that was the same group of people.
I don't think their names were ever said.
I think so. I'm pretty sure.
Looking for Shion? I don't necessarily think so, but the rest makes sense.
Sorry, not looking for Shion, looking for Reina.
Well, that could be. The Area Institute is here to keep Hinamizawa syndrome under control. The mountain dogs are there to protect me from evildoers.
What is Hinamizawa syndrome?
So why would they try to betray me now? It's the parasites. I thought about it for a while, but I had no idea. I just know one thing for sure. I can't feel comfortable with the protection of the mountain dogs alone. I want someone other than Tokyo protecting me.
Your friends?
But I bet such a person wouldn't believe me. What are they gonna do against the mountain dogs? Wait, what about Ooishi? I've been keeping in touch with him since the other day. He still thinks that the mysterious deaths in Hinamizawa are all plotted by the village authorities. If he believes that, then he might believe that my life is in danger. For him, I'm a special person with lots of useful information. The mountain dogs hate the police, though. Yeah, you also have a Disney princess moment.
I don't want a Disney moment with a fly.
The fly landed on your hand.
Earlier today, a little fly flew into the apartment, and despite our best efforts to get it out, it isn't leaving. No, please.
Can you say little? Oh, that even was caught on camera. That is not.
It's now sitting on all of you.
It's not huge.
It's fine. Alright.
The mountain dogs hate the police, though.
Gee, I wonder why.
When I asked them to assassinate Satoko's uncle, they refused because he was being watched by the police. I would feel relieved if they were guarding me along with the mountain dogs.
No, you cannot skip a word, and earlier it was different people. We've been
talking about the police the entire time.
No, earlier them was the guard.
I would feel relieved if the police were guarding me along with the mountain dogs.
Maybe just do it for lines.
No, it's annoying.
Tifa knows better than the author.
That way, the dogs wouldn't be able to harm me, even if they were working for an evil fraction of Tokyo.
A fraction of Tokyo. Oh, now there's math involved.
You're only making this more annoying.
I thought it funny.
Besides that, if my suspicions towards them turned out to be baseless, more protection couldn't hurt. I'm sure that double security will keep me safe. I understand. I'll stay home for today.
But who's watching the watchmen? So be nicer to your spiders. Our spiders are fine, they're not doing their jobs. Maybe they want to rethink their approach. Yes, please do. And please don't go outside. See, I'm doing it to myself too.
Yeah.
Yes, please do. And please don't go out into the city and try to pick a fight with delinquents.
Meep. Sorry about that.
Anyway, please take care of yourself.
I have a cold, so may I at least go to the clinic?
You never know what might happen, so please don't go near there for a while. I don't want them to inject you with anything suspicious.
Harrier would never do anything like that.
That's what we want to believe. But you need to be careful of him until things are cleared up. You need to be careful of him?
Yeah.
You need to be mindful of him.
No, careful. Mindful is you can still go to him. Careful is more like, hey, stay away from him.
But not of him, with him. About him, not of him. Oh well. I don't know better than the author. But you need to be careful of him until things are cleared up. So I have no choice, huh?
No? Huh? You've totally picked up the local dialect, Okanobi.
I'm used to have a normal Tokyo accent. I'd like to think I can fix it when asked, though. After all, it's my job to blend in with the local culture.
I finished speaking with him.
Maybe it's Tokyo accent and I didn't know it.
As soon as I hung up the phone, I opened my phone book and looked for the number to the Okonomiya Police Department. It was nearly noon. It felt like the pages of the phone book were sticking to my skin. I must have been in a hurry. I really don't want to die. I want to stay in this world. I don't want to leave this perfect world. I'm trying to do something because I don't want to die. I'm trying to live with all my might. I'm trying to enjoy my life. For the first time, I was spending my last day positively, without drinking wine until I was drunk.
That's probably part of the reason why she can never remember how it happens. Because she's completely conked out from drinking.
No, I don't think so.
I don't blame her for not wanting to be fully there when it happens, but...
Don't think that's the reason.
Hello, it's Ooishi. Sorry for the wait. I was getting ready to leave for Gifu Prefecture. I was going to browbeat them until they owned up to the botching of the case.
Gifu? You're talking about Takano's body?
Yeah. My colleagues are convinced that the body is Takano, but I'm still not satisfied. That's why I'm going there myself. If that body isn't Takano, this is going to be a whole different story. We can put out a search for her as a material witness, see? Fortunately, I have lots of connection. I have a lot. Fortunately, I have a lot of connections in the Gifu Police Department. I'll go have a nice long talk with them.
It looked like Keiichi was proactively moving forward with the investigation. If that body is really Takano, that would be sad for her, but it would give me reason to trust the mountain dogs.
Short meta-level complaint. In the last 3 minutes, we're having more and more typos in the text. If it wasn't Higurashi, I would just be slightly miffed about this because, you know, I'm pedantic like this. Does that have a meaning?
No, someone just agreed with me that this conversation is taking too long. You start making mistakes then. If that's not Takano, then it would tell me that she's part of this whole incident. No matter what the result is, it will give me some kind of hint. But only if I'm still alive. But really, it's unfortunate. Ooishi is leaving for Gifu. He can't be around to protect me, so you go along with him.
Yeah, how about that?
Ooishi, some stranger called me today. I don't know who it was, but he said he's one of the villagers.
He didn't tell you who he was. I see. Please, go on. What did he tell you?
He told me that someone is going to kill me. He said they'd kill me tonight at the earliest.
Is that true? I see. That's not outside the realm of possibility. I see. I have to leave soon, but I'll send some officers over there. And I'll tell them to keep you safe. You're home right now, right? Do you have a cold or something? Just stay home and lock your doors and windows. I'll send someone over immediately. Yeah, because when you don't know and somebody knocks on your door going, I'm the police, please open, and then it's your murderer.
Well, he said they'll just come over, not that they're coming inside. What's wrong, ooishi-san? Oh, that's a mosquito! That's not the fly! Oh my god, that's in a zoo in here.
Ever since you touched that bird, Tifa, more weird things are following you.
So we have a fly. Mm-hmm. I see 2 mosquitoes, the one that just flew past and the one that is stuck to the wall over there. And not a single spider inside all of a sudden.
Well, maybe we should stop evicting them when they get big.
I haven't evicted one in a while.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Well, clearly one too many in the past.
You'll be late for your appointment.
Just got a call from Rika Furude. Someone called to warn her that she was going to be murdered.
Someone is trying to kill Rika Furude? But why? I thought she's like the village mascot.
That's what Shion said. Evict all the mosquitoes. Shoot the spiders if I don't do that job. Well, there are none here right now, so...
I don't kill anything on purpose. Except mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are the exception.
The other day I took a shower and the mosquito flew at me, and as it was flying at me it got hit by water and then fell into the draining water, and then it drowned, and I felt kind of bad for it.
I do still feel bad for them.
I was standing there in the shower like really sad.
But like mosquitoes I make exceptions for.
Fuck mosquitoes. I mean, I agree, but still, I want them to go extinct somewhere where I don't see it, you know? I just want to, like, one day get up and read an article like mystery airborne disease that exclusively is dangerous to mosquitoes has eradicated all mosquitoes in the world. Okay. As long as nothing else breaks, that's fine. That might be a warning for contacting me about the incidents in the village. I don't know if they're really trying to kill her, but she's just a young girl. I'm sure she's very frightened right about now. Plus, if we lose her trust now, that might hurt our relationship in the future. 2 or 3 police officers are enough, but please send them over at once. Also get a hold of a local officer and... I'm thinking about mosquitoes. Also get a hold of a local officer and have him reassure her son. Her local officer, she has her own.
Yes, sir. Rika Furude... Oh.
Rika Furude might have some kind of hint regarding the mysterious deaths in Hinamizawa. I wish she couldn't let her die.
That's a good reason to keep her alive, I guess.
Yeah, or maybe just not letting people die.
The local officer of the village. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, have we ever met them? I think, yeah, once we saw a police officer come past Raina's house with a bike, but other than that... Dumbass, slow-flying assholes, they can't even evade a simple SWAT, weak-ass pricks. Even flies have more survivability than you. I see Mame also really likes mosquitoes. What did they do to you?
I could just see you wake up like that. Mm-hmm. They are so annoying. Like, at least even the annoying flies when you're awake don't go...
Yeah. Mosquitoes are asking to be swatted. Like, when they keep flying around your ear, it's like... Just bite me, just suck my blood and go quietly into the night. You okay now?
Yeah.
We should head back to Hinamizawa as soon as we get the Gifu Police Department to spill the beans. This is going to be a pretty tight schedule for our business trip.
Also, if you think about it, mosquitoes try to be nice. By when they bite you, they... inject you with a thingy so that you don't feel it, which is what makes you itch, etc.
Yeah.
But as if anyone would feel that! Like, stop giving me the anesthetics and just bite me.
But why?
Because then it won't be itchy and then it's not as bad. It's the itch that is so annoying about a mosquito sting.
Sounds like a you issue.
And they're acting like they're so big and mighty, as if you would feel that.
I've never had a conversation with a mosquito, but I don't think I'd be like, haha, I'm better than you, human. Just saying.
Oh, my stinger is so big, I need to inject them with anesthetics.
I feel like that's a really bad icebreaker line some guy has used before.
Probably. This will be a piece of cake. That seems random. So how is this gonna end? Die or not die?
Okay, now I do see the big piece of cheese.
Skylark. I feel like we suddenly jumped into some RPG.
It's a type of
with
bird.
sky pirates on a ship.
No. This is Skylark. A local police officer's on the shrine property. He's heading towards R's house. Roger. Continue observation. Encountering R. She led the officer inside. R called the Okonomiya Police Department. She requested protection on her own. Did she tell them about us? She told them that she got an anonymous call. I'm sure that's made up. The Okonomiya Police Department is sending a few more officers to her location. What? Doesn't she trust the mountain dogs? If this is trouble, it's going to prove more difficult to continue the mission. Is it possible that she somehow found out? Well, we're probably safe. Just tell the team to be aware of the officers. We don't want them to become suspicious of us. Roger. HQ to all units. There are police officers around the Furuta Shrine. Please be mindful of them. We may have to postpone tonight's mission. I'll call her, but I'm sure the major will order to... I'll call her, but I'm sure the major will order her go anyway. Everything's already set up for R to be discovered dead tomorrow morning so we can move to the next stage. But we don't want the police to suspect us. If they start suspecting you, just leave quietly.
Well, it does confirm that they are the ones that kill her.
Yeah, but is it them in every world?
High chance.
What if there's a world where Takano never got to this point because she, I don't know, died in a horrible freak accident on the way here?
Unlikely. And even if Takano dies, the plan can still go ahead.
Possibly. Hey, at least mosquitoes are better than horseflies, but then they're saying at least a moldy loaf of bread tastes better than sewage water.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't have horseflies around here, so they aren't as bad to me, but yeah.
Are you sure? Have you listened to this one talk? Maybe he has a sore throat. Horse fly? Horse?
No.
I tried. Sorry. I feel bad.
As you should.
That made me cry. That was so bad.
Ooishi had called the officers pretty quickly. The officer who was in the area arrived within 10 minutes after I spoke with him. He asked me what kind of phone call I received today. I decided to make up a whole story. It will all be over if they check my call history, but I'm sure Ooishi won't bother doing anything like that. He thinks I'm worth protecting because I have information about the incidents in Hinamizawa.
So, wait, Jack, do you mean your fly talks?
In his dreams.
Sometimes. When I leave my coffee out for like 3 or 4 days, it starts smelling kind of weird, and then sometimes they talk to me. But so do the walls. It's kind of weird. Horseflies don't even sound like they're as tasty as regular horses. I never had fly, but ages ago I did have, I think it was a horse sausage. It tasted kind of like beef. Just saying.
Don't think I've ever eaten horse except of what they put in sausages as mystery meat.
Yeah, I have a strong feeling that in most Western countries at least you have eaten horse. You just don't know that.
Yeah.
There was a huge scandal back when I was a teenager about an investigation showing that there was horse meat in beef lasagna.
Well, it's cheaper, I guess.
Yeah, it was mystery meat. And then people also made the comments like, You know, if you buy the ingredients yourself, it's gonna cost you like, I don't know, $6 to make a small portion. And if you buy it at the store, it's like $1.99. Where do you think the price difference comes from? I don't like that. I do want the ingredients to be the ingredients that are labeled on it, but it kind of made sense to me, I guess.
Germany, we had horse kebab for a while, but nobody knew.
My brain cell, please. No, we need it. We need to share it. It's good like this.
Horse meat is very common here. Yeah, I feel like it's seen quite... Actually, in Germany, I don't see it that often.
In Germany, it's uncommon because most people consider horses to be, you know, like dogs and cats. It's like, oh no, you can't eat a horse. Well, you can. It's the same as any other animal, basically.
I've seen like slices of horse salami. I've never really eaten it, but I'm quite sure horse is also in like frikandel, one of the national Dutch snacks.
A ground meat sausage kind of thing.
Basically that you fry.
Yeah.
And then sausage in general, it's usually all of the meat remains.
Unfortunately, there are some bad actors that just do mystery meat sausages. Yes, they're not supposed to. But is it tasty? I didn't hate it. It sounded just like beef, but it was more expensive, so we never bought it again. It's kind of like a specialty thing.
Mame confirms horse steak is really tasty. I don't feel like trying it, but I'm also not a huge fan of a lot of different types of meat. So I stick to what I already know. I can imagine horse is a little bit gamier.
Bacon, chicken.
And also not all chicken.
It's true.
I prefer like white chicken meat.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, just white meat.
Yeah, that's my
Tifa is a picky eater in a way.
preference. I would eat ground beef. I eat lamb, but only if it's in the form of kebab or in pieces on the barbecue.
And super thinly sliced.
I hate anything else lamb, especially if it's like lamb rack or lamb steak. Like
those cutlet thingies with a bone sticking out of it.
Yeah, like that I absolutely despise. Beef, I'm okay with steak, not a huge fan. But like ground meat, I can enjoy. I'm like too specific. Like when we go to a burger place too, for example, I like the cheap patties. The moment you upgrade it to like Wagyu beef.
180 grams of anus burger. Sorry, Angus.
I've tried that a few times, but it tastes a bit more gamey to me. And then I'm out.
Yeah, Tifa doesn't like the flavor of wild. No, game. The English term is game.
Yeah.
In German we call it wild. Hence, wild.
So I have no interest in trying. And when it comes to pork, only bacon. Everything else is like blah. Some sausages are alright. But that's also kind of where that ends. So horse meat, nah, not interested in trying.
We went to a restaurant once and Tifa found Wiener Schnitzel on the menu. And I told her,
that was at IKEA.
In Germany, was it IKEA?
Yeah, I tried the schnitzel at IKEA. That was like the most disgusting thing ever.
I don't know how that works in the rest of the world, with language specifically being different, of course. But in Germany, we have the distinction between Wiener Schnitzel, which is the type of schnitzel that is made exactly the way it's supposed to. And that means it's lamb. It's lamb meat. And there is everything else, which is Schnitzel Wiener Art, which means it's something prepared like that, but it's not the thing. So it could be, usually it's just like a pork cutlet, just smashed thinly. Or chicken, for example.
I thought it couldn't be as bad. I mean,
and
Tifa saw that the country eats it.
And Tifa saw that they had this super special thing. It was also relatively expensive, that they had the real thing. And I told her, Tifa, it's lamb. You don't like that. No, I want to try it. I was like, okay, be my guest. It should be relatively thin because that's the specifics of that dish. She took one bite and then my dad finished it.
That was so nasty.
Meanwhile, I was sitting there with my vegan balls having a feast to myself because can't really do anything wrong with that. Just saying.
The vegan balls from IKEA are so good.
Yeah.
The vegan kotpular. Those are better than the actual kotpular. And I think one of my favorite like balls to eat in general.
Good. Hot tip, bake them or fry them longer than you're supposed to, because then they get a bit more dense. Usually they're quite soft.
But a lot of the times I try these other things, it's not as nice, so I just don't risk it or spend my money on it.
No. Chicken and pork stuff is just called Wiener Schnitzel over here. Yeah, in Germany it's super specific. Abroad, just check what meat they use. If it's lamb, if you like that, be my guest. But
it usually doesn't say. In a lot of...
In Germany it does.
Not quite often.
Yes, it
Sometimes
does.
it just says Schnitzel or Wiener Schnitzel. But I
Yeah,
guess
it's
Wiener
not the
Schnitzel
case.
is the giveaway that it's lamb.
Correct. You figured it out. It's just like I explained to all of you. Thank you
but
for
it doesn't
listening.
say then lamb. You're supposed to know.
Oh look, there's a girl waiting to be murdered.
The policeman is one of the villagers, so I know him very well. More officers are coming for you from...
How about you get your hiccup out of the way first and then you do a line?
More officers are coming here from the Okonomiya department. The officer told me to relax, because he'd stay with me until then. Oishi must have thought I was frightened half to death after getting a threatening phone call.
I would be.
After about 30 minutes, 4 officers in plain clothes arrived at the shrine. The local officer returned to his police box.
Is nobody talking about the cheese hanging in the door?
It's one of those things where you put the... brush the dirt in. I forgot what it's called.
A dustpan.
Yes.
Nah, that's a cheese.
Yeah.
We've heard the whole... I need a different policeman voice. We've heard the whole story. We'll guard the shrine, so please call us if something happens. Detective Ooishi will be here this evening.
I was relieved to learn that Ooishi would be coming here. Thank you very much.
At least one person will be downstairs. I'm sorry, but is it okay if we use your restroom? Also, will you give us one of your spare keys, just in case?
Sure, you can use the restroom too.
But no poops. Only peas.
My house is on the 2nd floor of a storage building. The 1st floor contains emergency supplies for the village. I'm happy to know that at least one police officer will be there for me. The officers confirmed their positions on the map of the shrine. 1 will be in the storage building, and 2 more will walk around the shrine property. Also, 1 more officer will be standing in front of the stairs that lead to the shrine. This world's Ooishi is certainly reliable. In my other lives, Ooishi tended to look at me as his enemy. However, in this world, he thinks I'm on his side. It's also what you like.
Well, you are being on his side.
I'm sure it's because we all became friendly with him around the time we saved Satoko. It was unfortunate at the time, but perhaps the return of Satoko's uncle was a necessary event. If Okonogi was right about Irie, he wouldn't be able to come near me with 20 mountain dogs and 4 police officers protecting me. If Okonogi is the bad guy, they'd be discouraged from acting by the presence of the police. Not too different from giving garlic to a vampire. This is the best protection I've had in 100 years. Even so, am I still going to be killed tonight?
Well, if I do the gas leak thing, then yeah, everybody is.
I need to do whatever I can. I should struggle, as hard as possible. I won't give up. I won't even think about my next life. This is what enjoying life is all about. This is what living seriously is all about. Hanyu, are you there? I'm here. What do you think about all this? I have to admit, I've never seen anything like this before. Is it still wrong for me to expect something different this time? I'm not going to hope for anything. I'll just have to accept whatever the result is. Hanyu is still acting like a bystander. I knew she was going to say something like that, but part of me was hoping she would say something more positive.
How do we make her join the action?
Upon hearing her say what she did, I felt a little disappointed, and wondered why Hanyu refused to be anything but an onlooker. I always thought it was normal for her to be that way, because she's a special existence. I also convinced myself I had to be an onlooker too, since I was a similar being. However, I can't just let go of everything and become a bystander. I can't become like her. I can't stop hoping for a better life for Rika Furude. That hope was betrayed so many times, and my heart was crushed countless more. That's why I stopped expecting anything to turn out the way I wanted. So, is Hanyu the same way? Are you also afraid of being hurt? I've only lived for 100 years, but I know how frightening it is to have high expectations. Hanyu should also be aware of that, since she's lived far longer than me. I always thought that Hanyu was a special existence. But except for the fact that she's invisible, everything about us is the same.
Is it? Where's she from? When did she come into existence?
She has the same thoughts and feelings as everyone else, yet I still saw her as a special existence. That's why I just assumed that her mind worked in a different way. I've been living for longer than you. I know that there are more sad things than happy things in this world, and that your hopes will always be betrayed. That's why I don't want to be hurt anymore. So, you're not expecting anything from this world either. I still have hope that this world might be different. But you think I'll just be killed again? No. That's not what I'm thinking.
Move. I think this is a very good question because we have so many balls up in the air with this chapter that what is Hinamizawa syndrome? What is Irie researching? Did he do this in all of the chapters? And we just... The weird thing is we have a place called Wiener Schnitzel, but they just sell hot dogs. Okay, the Americans don't know what Schnitzel is or where Wien is either. Well, as long as it works out for them, I guess.
Hanyu looked uncomfortable. She had no doubts that I'd be killed again that night. That's what it means to not have hope. But she can't own up to it, because she doesn't want to hurt my feelings. You're the same as Satoko. You're waiting for some stroke of luck, or some miracle to come and help you. You're afraid of fighting. You think that being patient is the same as being strong. That's how I was until just a little while ago. Hanyu looked down and bit her lip. She couldn't deny what I said. I know that you've heard it over and over. Miracles will not happen unless everyone works together.
That includes you.
That means you have to believe too. A miracle will never happen unless everyone believes in it. What I just said sounded as though I was blaming her for it not happening. Maybe I was too harsh to her. I stayed quiet, and Hanyu continued to look at the floor, shaking. Then she looked up at me and spoke. I noticed sadness, but also a little bit of anger in her eyes. I can't even touch people or talk to them. You think I'm just like everyone else, even though all I can do is watch. Do you understand how it feels to not be involved in anything? There was a slight severity in the tail end of Hanyu's speech. Except for me, she can't communicate with anyone in this world. She hates to be reminded of that. I'm sorry. Let's stop this. I don't want to have a fight with you. I don't want to spend the rest of the time I'm alive in an argument. I don't want to argue with you either. But let me just say one thing. You're my friend. I don't want my friend to tell me not to expect too much out of my life. I'll apologize for that, but you should try respecting my opinions too. She can be very stubborn sometimes.
This might sound very disrespectful to our yokai crowd out there, but I cannot fully accept your perspective. You are an immortal ghost. You cannot do these things, and you seem to be, have been around for like a couple thousand years. I cannot see things the way you do. That's not my life.
Yeah, but you can understand the prospect of her being lonely.
Yes, I can understand that. I get all of this. But you being lonely isn't worth me dying endlessly and reliving the same time of my life over and over. That's selfish.
Well, some see it differently. Hanyu sees it from the, well, as long as you're alive, it doesn't matter.
Hanyu is making a choice to not help. But if this was a personal choice that had no impact on anybody else, I would be okay with this. But Hanyu's personal choice to not help out has a victim, and the victim is Rika. So it's not a personal choice. Hanyu is doing nothing to make the situation better. That's not what a friend does. That's the kind way of saying, fuck you, Hanyu.
Things kind of change after a couple 100 years.
No, I get it, and I cannot begin to fathom how lonely that must be. But at the same time, you want to not be lonely. I understand this, I understand that as an idea. But you understand that the only way you will reliably not be lonely throughout your existence is to either not be a yokai, which I don't know if that's possible, or for Rika to live long enough to have children so that 7 generations later there will be another one that can communicate with you. You're forcing this girl to suffer for hundreds of years now, for over 100 years now.
She's not forcing her to suffer.
Her choice to not help is forcing her.
She's not helping, she's just...
She is not helping, therefore she's making it worse.
Looking, she's just waiting for things to solve it itself.
I have a very, very black and white way of looking at this. And if you, as an independent spiritual being who can move freely, if you are not helping me investigate the causes of my death that I experience over and over, you are not my friend, you are my enemy.
Yeah, but you don't know what has happened in the first 25 years or in the first 50 years. Maybe they just gave up. And then go like, well, let's just see what happens because we can't change it. You can say it because Possibly. You've gone through this 6 times now.
Possibly. We don't know that. We don't know if a conversation like this happened. Based on how they talk to each other, I don't think it has. Hanyu is an elderly woman set in her ways. Well,
kinda, yeah.
Fuck that attitude.
Hanyu needs to be proven wrong.
She's been proven wrong every single time Rika dies again.
Do I agree with her attitude? No. But can I sort of see where she's coming from? Still, yes.
You being lonely doesn't weigh the same as me getting to live my frickin' life. That's not the same thing.
Yeah, she's not against it. She just doesn't want her to get hope.
She is actively trying to sabotage it. She
keeps
trying to influence Rika into not doing anything about her life.
Yeah, because she's trying to avoid Rika getting hurt. Like, I get what you're saying, but...
Hanyu?
I'm not convinced yet that Hanyu is the ultimate evil here.
Hanyu? If Higurashi was Big Mouth, that Netflix show, Hanyu would be part of the depression people. Every time Rika gets up and goes, I want to do something, Hanyu shows up, oh, but you're only setting yourself up for failure. If you try, you can fail. You should stay in bed. Why don't you drink some more alcohol? Just let life pass you by. You're gonna die anyway.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Fuck you, Hanyu.
I'm saying her attitude isn't the right one. Could look at these problems from a meta layer deciding how to deal with life's problems, or not.
Yes, it kind of is. It's all a bit fantastical, I get that, but in a way it does speak to everybody, I think, that's ever been in a situation like this, which I would imagine is almost everybody at some point in their lives. And I get it. And I think maybe that's why the character of Hanyu enrages me so much. oh, Tifa, you're really unhappy with the situation. You shouldn't change anything. Change is bad. No. Struggle against the things that piss you off. Struggle against the things that you're not happy with. It's like in the poem. Everybody deserves happiness. And anybody telling you not to try to reach it, fuck them. There is a wild difference between going, Tifa, I really don't think you should take a skinny dip in this lake here.
Yeah, but we're also being a little bit hypocritical here, because you have to see this is some conversation they've been having for 100 times. Look, compare it to work. Mm-hmm. How often have you run into a wall about a topic at work that you really want to have fixed? And you keep trying.
More often than I can count.
You keep trying. Mm-hmm. It doesn't work. Mm-hmm. The wall is still there. Mm-hmm. You might have chipped a little hole in it once or twice, but it keeps being there. And at some point, you just give up. How often do you hear about people just going, don't ask why, that's just how it is.
That's the difference.
There have been issues at work that I have tried to solve so often for years.
Same.
And then never got through to it. It never happened.
Same.
Like at some point, you just don't focus on that anymore and you move on to another topic. It's kind of the same thing.
No, it's not. Because I've every time I get to work with new people, I have this exact conversation with them. I believe I think it's a corporate issue mostly, or companies starting at a big enough size, because they get kind of sluggish sometimes. That's not my work or Tifa's work, that's an everybody's kind of thing.
Everyone knows the issue.
Exactly. My point is, I understand you get up in the morning, you have something that you want to work on, and you get told, no, we're not going to do this. You get shut down. I get that, and that feels frustrating, and I get that. I need you to get up tomorrow morning and be willing to do it again. Not the very same thing, that's insanity, but to try again. Find a different angle, try again. Keep running into a wall every single time the wall becomes an issue, because if you don't, you are part of a problem. Never stop being angry about things not working. Sorry, not angry, passionate. I don't want anybody to get an ulcer.
You can be angry or passionate about it, but it still doesn't change anything. I'm annoyed at certain things that still haven't changed after 14 years working there, but it doesn't change anything.
We have changed things.
You have changed things, just as like Rika over the years has changed things.
Sure, for money, exactly. This is why I was going to lead into, your analogy doesn't work for me, because my work I get paid to do. A company.
It's about the same feeling.
It isn't though. It isn't the same feeling. A company is paying me money to do something. So I can motivate myself easily, but I just keep tackling that stupid fucking wall every day, every month. You pay me for it. That's my motivation. You want me to do something? I'll see that I can get it done. And if I have to run into the wall, I'll keep doing it. Because I believe that wall needs to go away. That is not life. This is about life. This isn't, oh, Hanyu owes me $50. This is, Hanyu, you are sitting on the edge of a cliff. You are thinking of jumping down. You don't know if you're gonna survive. And Hanyu goes, yeah, I mean, you should probably just fall down. I mean...
I disagree in that regard.
No.
I can put up with so much as long as I get paid.
Exactly.
I can see where you're going. For me, I feel like it's different because I put too much of me in work, I guess. Which is why my current situation hits me so much. Like, I don't see it as a difference.
No.
The majority of my life is work.
I understand where you're coming from. I disagree on a molecular level, because I work to live. I don't live to work.
Yeah, I do agree with that statement.
Do I spend over a third of my day during the week on that? Yes. Does it define who I am? No, in no way, shape or form.
No, I agree. Do I agree with it? Yes.
I do what I can. No. I do, to the best of my ability, what I'm being given. And at the end of the day, I can be proud of the fact that I tried what I could. Do I have good days? Do I have bad days? Yes, of course, I'm human. Everybody does. But I do what I can. And that's all anybody can ask of me. That's all I ask of anybody. My life is different. Hanyu isn't not helping Rika get better at geography. Hanyu is actively discouraging Rika from breaking a cycle of repeatedly dying to the most messed up circumstances because Hanyu will be lonely. Hanyu, I'm sorry you'll be lonely after I hopefully die at 85 in a rocking chair watching my grandkids play. But if my idea of my life works out, in 100 or so years, you'll have another friend you can spend time with.
I don't think you realize how long that is, by the way.
By the way, Hanyu, if you ever dare to do this psychological manipulating bullshit on anyone in my family again, I'll exorcise the fuck out of you. Oyashiro-sama's curse is listening to Hanyu.
I think these things are easier said than done. Disagree on a subatomic level to subatomic level to simply sound smarter than Jack.
Thank you. Thank you. Just Superman's final monologue, you thought I wouldn't notice. Kind of, wasn't it?
Gotta get his inspiration from somewhere.
This monologue was brought to you by James Gunn.
Hanyu borrowed my car.
Fuck Hanyu. Sure, but what if you did try different things? I'm not in Rika's situation. I haven't relived the same stretch of my life 100 times over. I don't know what I would say after 100 times. At this point in my life, in this moment, I can tell you, if I'm not happy with how things are, I will try to change things. And if it doesn't work, I'll be sad about it. But eventually, I will try again. And maybe it doesn't work again. Then I'll take my time to recover. And then I will try again. Because sitting there and doing nothing is giving up.
But the thing is, they have.
They have what?
They have tried. They have done those things.
They haven't. Where were you entirety of chapter 7? The entirety of chapter 7 is Rika coming to terms that she has spent a huge amount of her cycle of death and life doing nothing.
Yes, because at some point she accepted her fate. And they just stopped trying, really.
That's bullshit. She didn't accept her fate, she stopped trying, which I can understand. Again, I don't know what it feels like, but I understand the concept of I try to struggle against infinite odds and I keep failing. I get that. But if you do nothing, it repeats. All she gets. Let's take this away from me, what I try. Let's take this back to Rika, because that's the story here. Rika hasn't tried for so long, and earlier there in the kitchen doing the dishes, she finally came to the realization of all the things she may have left behind. Keiichi, Rika, Keiichi, Reina, Satoko, everybody else. What about the 100 or so lives she's already lived where everybody is now distraught? What's happening there? She doesn't know, and she will never get a chance to find out because she didn't even try in some of them. Maybe she did some things, maybe she didn't, for a bunch of reasons. She doesn't deserve. That's the wrong lead-in. She can be depressed about this. She has all right to this. Nobody should be in this fucked up time loop. I get it. If somebody tells me she has a depression and it's Rika, I would not be shocked. Not at all.
I think the shared signs have already shown that she's depressed.
Definitely. But it doesn't change. They had the same line earlier. I think it was Reina earlier when they were at the Sonozaki household. It's okay to be powerless. It's not okay to not try. Sitting there, sitting there without the ability to change anything. That's life sometimes. It's fucked up, but that's life sometimes. But to not try to find a way regardless, that's the issue. That's the issue. Just going, oh well, it didn't work out, I'll just lay down and die. That's just giving up.
Yeah, but she is trying now at least.
Yes. I'm super happy for her. My issue lies with Hanyu, because every single time Rika has been trying, Hanyu comes and goes,
yeah, Hanyu definitely does have the wrong attitude, but I can see where it comes from.
No. No.
I think you would definitely be Hanyu if you were in her situation.
I don't know.
We're never gonna find out, but I think you would be the same.
You have to embrace hope, not Zetsubo. Zetsubo is despair, right?
And also I'm saying you, but I think in general the majority of people would.
I get it. I would imagine living for thousands of years without being able to interact with anybody except for every couple of 100 years when you get lucky and the 7th girl is born in a stupid family somewhere. I can understand, I can think that's messed up and that does a number on you. But if those moments when you finally get the chance to be part of life again are so precious, why don't you fucking honor them?
Because at that point you're already like...
Then maybe Hanyu would do a better job just hiding herself away so she cannot make Rika's life actively worse.
Well, let's see if she will change her mind. Time to press A.
Because depression isn't a light switch. Of course not. I wish it was. I love when usually it's older people, like 60 plus, go, I'll just go for a walk. Great, now I have depression and I went for a walk. I guess I've been outside, but I'm still depressed. I get that. But if you be... Again, we're not talking about humans here, we're talking about a mystical being that is allegedly over 1,000 years old. Yeah, that's different. I'm not talking human psychology here. It's a yokai. It's a fucking ghost. You as that yokai cannot look me in the eye and go, I want to be your friend. And all you do is make me suffer. No.
Well, in the end it's all the murderer's fault.
Give me something to like, Hanyu. Bring it. You don't think Hanyu is human. I think Hanyu is either a encapsulated part of Rika's psyche that is trying to cope with all of this, which I would get, and it would make sense, or she's a real ghost, because supernatural things exist in this universe. I'm okay with either one of them, because as long as they're written well, I'm okay with it. If she is a yokai, a ghost, the thing I've said multiple times.
Well, she will also see things different from humans.
Yeah, of course. But that means she is not my friend.
I don't fully agree on that.
I'm sorry you're suffering, Hanyu, but you don't get to do this to me. I went to the next line, I'm waiting for you.
Hanyu seems weak on the outside, but she actually has a very strong moral code, one that she wouldn't bend for anything. She apologized to me, but she wasn't being honest. She still wasn't expecting anything good to come from this world. She still thinks that I'm going to die pitifully. The one thing before I continue though, I wonder what would need to happen for Hanyu to think things might end up well, or to get a little bit of hope.
An actual miracle.
I don't think there is anything besides Rika surviving that can change her mind.
An actual miracle. People, and I assume yokai by extension, generally change for two reasons. Sorry, one reason mostly. Because something really fucking big happened.
Yeah, but the question is, what is that? Like, even now, there's always something bigger or something where you go like, well, I won't count that as a miracle.
I don't know. It's different for everybody. Also, really quick, I just had a thought about those tips we read, those notebooks by Hifumi, those religious texts.
Maybe they were from... Oh, maybe that is Hanyu.
Possibly. Maybe she wrote them thousands of years ago. Could be. But I was thinking, because she's a ghost. She is presented as a ghost. Assuming she has some sort of connection to those notebooks, right?
Hmm?
Either she wrote them, or they are, I assume, the words of their religion, that of Oyashiro-sama.
Could be.
Wasn't there something in there that thou shalt not judge your achievements because that is to doubt? Hanyu keeps doing that. Oh yeah, I mean that worked. This time it worked with Keiichi, but that's not worth it. That's not all there is. It's still gonna fail in the end.
But about achievements, don't know if
Yeah. There was something about don't challenge your lord, don't suspect him, don't ask questions, basically.
Well, yeah, but that's different than doubting your achievements. This was about doubting.
It's just passively waiting again. Which part? I keep talking too much. I think Hanyu's look is pre-Christian. Then she's like, I want to say, let's say 2,000 years.
She's old.
I don't care. You should know better after that.
Could still be based on their own religion.
Let's make a miracle happen.
That's why she refuses to believe in miracles. I've been living with her long enough to read her mind. I feel bad for her in a sense. She's been living too long and lost all of her hope. Hanyu told me to call her if anything else happened, and soon disappeared. I'm sure she's still around. She's probably still watching me as if she's watching a TV show.
Does she like dissipate into the air, or does she just walk into a wall?
I think she can choose.
Okay.
The time of my death is slowly approaching. Will I be able to survive this time? It's been a long time since I faced this fear without drinking wine.
Oh, waiting for a miracle to trigger personal growth is just passively waiting in. If you're at the point where you've suffered for 2,000 years, potentially, I'm waiting for a miracle to trigger growth. I really thought we were going to finish chapter 7 today.
Yeah, but suddenly there's another episode.
Yeah, I didn't expect that. No miracle tonight, I guess.
The other one was just really short.
It's true. Relatively.
I'm still really curious. I still don't know if they're gonna go with she dies and we have the final closure in the next chapter, or if she lives and 8 is just going through everything she has done and tie up all the remaining things.
I'm so angry. You ranted about Hanyu for 45 minutes, to be fair. Justified, but less. That's true. That is true. If we're only looking at it from a we could have gone further, yes, of course we could have. But I couldn't. I agree with your questioning where this is or how this is gonna go.
Can still go both ways.
I cannot wrap my head around the fact that allegedly Hanyu can move independently. As has been explained by Rika, sometimes Hanyu just wanders off and watches other people go about their lives. And she doesn't tell Rika things. I get it from a whole Hanyu has given up, Hanyu is resigned perspective.
It's the I don't think it will make a difference sort of thing, I guess. But she does when Rika asks. Which is why it's so confusing and weird that never once she followed Takano and Tomitake to find out how she died. Because Rika even went like, oh, this has been a mystery in all of my lives. Yeah, it didn't need to be a mystery to just go like, hey, Hanyu, this is usually the night they die.
Preach.
Go find out how.
Yes.
Follow him.
Exactly that. Exactly that. But it would make sense if Hanyu is not actually her own entity, but part of Rika's perception. Rika sees Hanyu because she sees her. She is her delusion or her level 5 Hinamizawa syndrome symptom or something like that. Hanyu is not its own existence.
Oh, that makes it harder because there are
No,
times
that would
where
make
others
sense.
seem to hear her.
And I'm telling you, I could explain all of these away. Yes,
That's probably going to be the thing.
Is it a bit of a stretch? But yes.
They're going to go there.
But could Rika make a sound somewhere where she isn't standing with them? Yes, she could. Could other people hear footsteps? Yes, because they're paranoid as hell. They're imagining things. It's an old building. It's summer. It's night. It's getting darker. That means the wood creaks because the temperature of a building drops. All of these things you could feasibly explain away. With a bit of a stretch. If you want to hear ghosts stepping around you, you will start to hear ghosts stepping around you. Even Dr. Manhattan had depression despite being able to experience all of time at once and having a massive dawn. That is true. Maybe the human mind isn't made to grasp infinity.
Probably for the best.
You want an existential crisis? What is at the end of the universe? Does it loop? Do you touch a wall? We don't know.
Funnily enough, those are never the things that even make me think of going into an existential crisis for.
Oh, they can for me, which is why I'm gonna change the topic. So, I don't know how this is gonna end. We have there are so many things opened and unanswered, and sometimes...
But also a lot of things answered.
Like?
Not today in general, but we have gotten more answers like who did what, who kills who, why does this happen?
Yeah, we can assume those to be the same for the previous worlds we've seen. But do you remember the intro to chapter 7?
The
blood outer dimensional beings talking to each other. Oh, you are here now. You are my sister. You can also grasp these fragments. That whole thing.
Yeah, but that's probably coming back more in chapter 8.
Then there is...
They needed it to be introduced.
Hinamizawa syndrome, L5, L4, I guess it's level and they just label the stages of it. What is it? It makes you delusional apparently and it attacks your lymph nodes, I guess.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what we're gonna use chapter 8 for.
The whole thing about Irie and Tokyo, they're at odds with each other. What the fuck is Hinamizawa syndrome? What? Rika keeps casually going, oh yeah, I'm helping with the research, they do tests on me. What tests? What?
You want too many things at once.
Yeah, I want answers. It's easy, I just want those. At the end there's another universe like in Futurama. I haven't seen that episode, but now I need to watch it.
Same.
As Dr. Manhattan's gooch. That's how you know you've reached the end. And then it just loops from there on. Maybe you have some answers already. That's the most frustrating thing for me.
It's the problem of having it span over so much time too. I'm quite sure we have learned things in the previous chapters that apply now and we've forgotten them.
I-E-O-U-A. No. I have this thought in my head that I cannot shake. That we know the facts, or we know some facts that are answers, but we don't know the question to ask. It's not that we forgot, it's that we don't know we have the answer. That's a messed up feeling in my head. To be fair, I made several pages of notes and I could barely make sense.
I think writing, or if we kept up with notes, that probably wouldn't have worked for us.
We did write down stuff like what is the connective tissue between the chapters? Is it the things that are always the same, or is it the things that are different? Chapter 7 answered that kind of in the case of, nah, it's a bit of both. Some things happen every now and then, so they are true to that world. Some things seem to happen more often or always.
Different type of notes though. You have almost all the clues you will need to understand. Yeah, I have a feeling when we learn things, it just goes,
Without spoiling anything, it's all consistent, a testament to Ryukishi's talent. I look forward to it. And I hope it will be that consistent and good writing for the new Silent Hill game coming out. Because Ryukishi also worked on that.
We shall find out.
I'm not gonna play it anytime soon, but...
That's because I went to school in Texas.
Ranger, I'm sorry.
Joke's on you, I don't even remember going to school.
Hey, let's add insult to injury. Ranger, it could be worse. You could be a child now going to school in Texas in 2025. I would argue that's worse. Damn, now I have to play it myself. Yeah, it's kind of like with Metal Gear Solid Delta, the remake of MGS3. I'll buy that in like a year or two when it's down to $20. The game exists already. I have it. I have multiple copies of Metal Gear Solid 3. I don't need to play the remake. Which I have read things about and... I mean, it's still the same game, so that's good. But performance issues. And it's not it's your PC thing, it's on every platform. Because it's Unreal Engine 5 and it's Konami. If I would have just deported me, I wouldn't be in school. I laugh because I don't want to cry. Because that could happen. Yeah.
I think it's time to do the show.
Can I make a really fucked up segue? Because I have a macabre mind sometimes.
No.
It's not Unreal Engine 5, it's people I have no idea what to do. Yes, it's Unreal Engine 5 who is prone to having these issues if people don't mitigate the issues, which leads me into the it's Konami. You know, you can fix these things, but not Konami. Remember Metal Gear Solid Collection Volume 1 coming out and needing like a year of patches to be somewhat fixed. And it still isn't. Yes. You ready for my messed up segue?
Does it have to do with American politics?
Yeah.
Then no.
It's been foiled. Okay. Sorry. I thought it... Nah. It was not a good one. It was just a wordplay. And that's all I will leave you with, because Tifa doesn't want me to say it, because Tifa hates fun. Or being offensive. Sometimes it's the same thing. Tifa, are we gonna do floor 796 on Tuesday and finish what's there currently?
That's probably a good idea. I will think about that. And you will see
You're
tomorrow.
gonna see on the schedule tomorrow. Thank you everybody for still not really answering questions in Higurashi today. Hopefully we'll finish chapter 7 next week.